What do you mean it's not approved? So we're gonna be starting the audit here today with the U.S. Post Office. So 9 to 5, 8 to 5. Wow, this one opens early. How's it going?
I didn't approve you to film me.
I'm sorry? What do you mean it's not approved? Not even within one singular minute of standing outside of this shop. This student wants to tell me it's not approved for me to film. How's it going, man? Not bad. Nice truck. You got it. Have a good one, man. All right. Well, I do believe the place is empty. Not that that was what I was waiting for, but it is empty, so I am going to go in and take a look around now for a few minutes. $19.58. This is an old one. I got surprised. If anybody wants to go and look for a job.
Can I ask what you're filming?
I'm sorry?
Can I ask what you're filming?
Oh, I can't really, I'm not really at liberty to discuss it right now, but if you're still around when I'm done, I'd be more than willing to give you all the information.
I'm just wondering because you're in a federal facility.
Right, yeah. What does that change exactly? What does that change exactly? All right.
The guy's making me uncomfortable, so I'm gonna leave.
The exact same device. These are all PO boxes in here. There's all the informational pamphlets. So I'm going to say.
So you notice that one and look at the interaction that's happening here. Now, watch the difference when First Amendment Protection Agency will simply announce who he is and what he's doing there. Look at the difference in the way the audit goes.
There's someone out in the street, like, videoing the section of the bank. I don't know what they're doing. It's kind of uncomfortable. Hey, I hope you're not filming this area.
I am.
You're not supposed to be. We didn't give you permission to do it.
I don't need permission, ma'am.
Why don't you go away?
Well, because I'm out here stress testing the First Amendment right to
Please
record.
go on your way.
No, thank you.
I don't want to scream. Don't film me. Delete.
Well, don't scream. I don't want you to scream either. I don't want you to hurt yourself over there.
You're making the people in there really nervous.
Why is that?
When you're filming them.
Yeah, well, I'm out here stress testing the First Amendment right to freedom of press and the Constitution
There's my
today.
First Amendment right.
Oh, there you go,
Right
man. I
there,
support you. Thank you for your activism today.
You're an asshole.
Well,
You're a real big asshole.
thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. You have a good one.
What are you doing?
I thought I already told you. I'm out here stress testing the First Amendment right to freedom of press from the Constitution today. Do you support that?
Yeah, I support the Constitution, but
Sweet, awesome. All right, glad we're under the same understanding.
What is going on today, guys? Today you are here for the latest installment of the First Amendment Protection Agency, the best of the best in the business. If you guys, first of all, are not already subscribed, make sure you do so and turn the bell notifications on to never miss the latest and the greatest from the best of the best. But today we're here in Clinton, and we're going to be stress testing the First Amendment right to the freedom of press here in the public spaces and seeing how people react in real time. So should be a good video. We'll see you soon.
So this is the Clinton Savings Bank here in Clinton, right in the center of town. Seems to be a pretty nice place. So we got a pretty busy parking lot here today, guys. More than I would expect on a Tuesday morning.
Hey, there's someone out in the street, like, videoing the section of the bank. I don't know what they're doing, but yeah, it's kind of uncomfortable. It is. I mean, can you stop videoing or whatever you're doing and move along, please?
No, thank you.
He's refusing to leave. Supposed to be. We didn't give you permission to do
I don't need permission, ma'am.
It's crazy. If you notice, if you go and sit outside of a bank, that people are so angry.
to go away.
Well, because I'm out here stress testing the First
Okay,
Amendment right to
please
record.
go on your way.
No, thank you.
Hello, is there anything we can help you with?
How's it going? I'm sorry?
Is there anything we can help you with?
Oh, no, that's okay. I'm all good, man. Thank you, though.
Wondering what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm out here stress testing the First Amendment right to record in public and freedom of the press. Do you support the First Amendment to the United States Constitution?
All right, well.
Hold on. Hold on. That was a yes or no question. Okay. All right, man.
What was he doing? Did you guys see that? He waved his finger around like he was waving a magic
Oh,
wand.
there we go.
Here they come.
First one of the day, guys.
Sorry for laughing.
I do have a name. It's the First Amendment Protection Agency.
Why are you here?
I'm out here stress testing the First Amendment right to record in public, ma'am. Do you support the First Amendment to the Constitution?
I don't know why you're here. Like,
I just told you. I don't know if you were listening or not. I don't know if you were listening, but I just told you. If you don't want to be on camera that bad, my suggestion is don't come up to the cameraman. Really makes less than no sense. How's it going today, man?
Less than no sense.
They're really nervous, dude.
I'm sorry?
You're making the people in there really nervous.
Yeah, the camera is just terrifying. These aren't even cockroaches. These are just people. And they're so angry that he's filming. Why? Why would you be angry about that?
Why is that?
Because you're filming them.
Yeah, well, I'm out here stress testing the First Amendment right to freedom of press and the
Well, there's
Constitution
my
today.
First Amendment right.
Oh, there you go, man.
There
I
you go.
support you. Thank you for your activism today.
You're an asshole.
Well,
You're a real big asshole.
thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. You have a good one.
Pop you up.
Me too. Stick around.
There you go. There's the
Have a
comment
good
for
one,
him.
man.
I was born an asshole.
Have a better day. Well, I mean, I know. It kind of seems like your attitude.
People just have to be dicks all the time.
I know, man. I just met one. It's unfortunate. I've had a good day up until now.
Shit.
Have a good one, man. What's going on, bro? How we doing?
Not so bad, are you?
Oh, doing great, man. Trying to stay warm out here.
At least it'll be
Tomorrow and the next day are going to be good. That's what I've heard, though.
perfect for trick or treating.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Massachusetts. Here comes the coppers. Here comes the copper.
Look, there he is. There he is. Stick around. Stick around. Stick around for some free education.
So just so you guys know, Let me jump in here. This is a reaction video. I have to give a reaction to this. Everybody hit the like button. Welcome to another rendition of Delete Laws. And we're featuring First Amendment Protection Agency this week because the auditor named Johnny and I have been in a lot of direct contact. Essentially, it's the old bull and the young bull. And I've been imparting my knowledge into this young man, and he is going out and applying that knowledge like a sorcerer, like a freaking ninja warrior. He is wielding his camera and his mouth, his verbiage, the way he speaks. He is absolutely nailing it. If you're not subscribed to First Amendment Protection Agency, please go. I wanted to show you just the real quick difference between the audit he did at the post office and this audit. You can clearly see the gigantic difference in the way the audit is going. He has much more control. He's in his zone. This guy's crushing it. He's only got 20,000 subs. He should have 100,000 subscribers. You guys should get over there and subscribe to his channel. Now, the cop is going to come up. I've already seen this. I'm not going to tell you guys, but watch how he handles this copper. It's perfect. I couldn't have done it better myself.
All right. Yeah, I'm filming. Oh, well, I'm out here stress testing the First Amendment right to record in public and the First Amendment right to freedom of the press. Do you support the United States Constitution? Awesome. All right, have a good one.
Being extremely rude to people. Filming right inside the
Nothing to say. Nothing to say.
Let me see
You know
what's
why?
this.
Because there's nothing to say. Oh, there you go. Have a good one, man. Take it easy. Hey, you have a nice day, Karen.
Look at what he did. He told the cop what he was doing, and then he asked that copper, do you support the Constitution? The copper said, I support the Constitution, and drove away. This is what I'm talking about and why we're rebranding to First Amendment Auditor. I've got videos coming out tomorrow on First Amendment Auditor. We'll get into that in a minute.
Here he comes. How's it going?
What are you doing?
I thought I already told you. I'm out here stress testing the First Amendment right to freedom of press from the Constitution today. Do you support that?
Yeah, I support the Constitution, but
Sweet, awesome. All right, glad we're under the same understanding.
But what, copper? He drove away at first and everything was good, but now what happens here?
I'm nervous that you're just video recording.
Oh, well,
Oh,
I
they're
mean, if
nervous,
people
are they?
Go quell the fears and say, yeah, he's out here in the public. He's expressing his First Amendment right to record and the freedom of the press from the United States Constitution.
Okay. Well, this is a business too, so they have the people have the freedom to use the business too.
Right, yeah,
Feel safe.
absolutely. Can I just get your name and badge number?
Mike Fazio. Can I get your name?
No, thank you. That's all right, man. I usually don't give it out to people that come up and want to give me unnecessary directives. That really doesn't make any sense.
Okay. All right.
Hey, you take it easy, though. Have a good one.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. Yeah.
He's filming us this whole time. How could he do this to
Not
us?
right now. I'm gonna be talking with my supervisors about how we can.
What are we going to do here? What are we going to do? Oh, Karen and a copper. What are we going to do? He's filming. What are we going to do, everybody?
I mean, that seems like a security flaw for the bank, if you ask me, to be quite honest.
I mean, I'm comfortable leaving, but this stranger was filming me and another woman waiting at the bank.
Oh, they're filming. Yeah, thanks for the support. I plead the fifth. This video is definitely going to be demonetized because what I'm going to show you next is disgusting.
Any reason why you're choosing this location?
I just told you, man, I'm out here in public stress testing the First Amendment right to record and the freedom of the press from the United States Constitution. I don't know how many different questions you need to ask about it, but that's what it is. Hey, you take it easy, though, Karen. Have a good day.
Low IQ. You guys are funny.
I hope you have a better day, sweetheart. Oh. And tell him he's handsome too. Oh, you're gonna go and try to solicit a trespass? Is that what you're gonna try to do from a public sidewalk? Is that really what you're gonna try to do today?
Well, why don't you stay on the sidewalk?
Yeah, dude, like I said, don't run outside the crosswalks and don't eat the yellow snow. I know how to live life. You don't need to give me unnecessary directives, man.
Joel Jeffers is here, everybody. Hello, Joel.
Thanks, though. I appreciate them.
How are you?
And just remember, folks, this is a reaction video, so I'm going to give it a little reaction here. Just remember, there are cameras all over that bank. There are cameras on the copper. The woman driving the minivan probably had a dash camera. There's cameras everywhere. But if you hold a camera, if you take your camera and you hold it up like this, well, this makes you a very dangerous person. This is so scary. Look how scary the camera is. It's facing right at me. Made me feel so uncomfortable. I absolutely love it when people walk up to me and go, "Oh, then I'm going to film you back. I'm going to film you back right now." And I go, "Go ahead. Go ahead. You're going to get me. Don't get me with that evil camera." There's cameras all over the bank. Look at the the camera there. I'm scared too, Matthew Lee. I'm terrified. No IQ. Where is Ryu Serious Audits? Where's Chevy?
Can I just ask you a question?
Nice.
Let me just ask you a question, man.
Let me ask you a question.
Is this the public right of passageway?
Yeah, you're fine here.
Okay, so then let me ask you a question. Why would you need to call backup and call a supervisor? Why wouldn't you just go in there and tell him he has exactly the right to do what he's doing? It really doesn't make much sense.
Dude, I cannot listen. It's, I can't take credit for this guy, Johnny, but it's almost like I have morphed my spirit and put it into this young man. I'm double his age. He's taking the wisdom of the older generation, Gen X's, and as a Generation Z, he's using that wisdom. That's the sign of high intelligence. This man is doing God's work. He so poignantly says to this copper, "Why wouldn't you just go in there and educate them? Why would you escalate things?" I mean, I couldn't do this better. This is as good as it gets right here. He's nailing it. He's absolutely, put it in the chat for me. First Amendment Protection Agency is a G.
What are you trying to do?
I asked you a question. Right, I know, buddy. I'm not your buddy. There's no reason to treat me with disrespect like that. I'm out here expressing the First Amendment to the Constitution. So then why wouldn't you just tell them that it's okay instead of sitting there and exacerbating people's fears for nothing? Yeah, well, guess what? Neither is it wearing a costume out here.
You okay?
Oh, I asked you a question. You didn't finish, so no, I'm not done. So why didn't you just go over there and quell the fears instead of exacerbating them? No, if I can move along, I can stay right here. I'm just talking to you, man.
Thanks for the super chat, man. I appreciate you guys. Couple bucks a piece. God bless you. If everybody chips in $2, man, then when they demonetize this stream, it won't be so disappointing.
There you go. Clinton Police, #1. Although his attitude was definitely a #2. So there's the first response from Clinton Police here today. Called a supervisor, called for backup when he knows exactly what I'm doing is completely protected by the Constitution of the United States and still has to call for backup and a supervisor. So we'll see if he shows up. We'll hang around here for a few more minutes, and if not, we'll move on.
I'd love to hear your story, Daniel.
Glad we handed out some free education
story
here today to the citizens of Clinton, as well as possibly an officer. So should be a continued good one.
Sorry to hear that, Cindy. So sorry to hear that, honey.
I'm literally sitting here defending your right to come up to people and talk to people.
Talk
It
shit.
encompasses the First Amendment. So, have a good day, Karen. Try to have a better day.
In the bay? I know, in the bay. I'm willing to make. I'll tell them when I go in.
They already know. The police were here, Karen.
What are you doing?
I'm out here stress testing the First Amendment right to record and the freedom of the press in public. Do you support the U.S. Constitution?
I don't support anybody.
Well, I can tell. That no further sentence is needed.
I mean, listen, we all have issues and stuff. This woman's got some issues.
Constitution?
I mean, oh man, she's got some problems. You can see it. And you know, it's tough to hack somebody based on the way that they look, because you never know what someone's going through until you sit down and talk to them and understand it. But if you take a look at her face here, Butch the Original, thanks, appreciate the support, my friend. If you take a look at her face, she's wearing the pain of what she's going through on her face. It's not just that she's fugly. It's not that. You can see that she's going through stress. She doesn't look like she's happy.
I don't.
She's got that lazy eye right there. It looks like she lost an eye. And I had a friend lose an eye, and he almost wanted to kill himself. So she's probably going through some stuff, and she's taking out her aggravation on this First Amendment auditor.
I don't support anybody.
Well, I can tell that no further sentence is needed.
Don't worry about it, Matthew Lee. We know.
Sir, I don't want to be filmed.
Oh, well, why would you get closer and call my attention then?
Everybody, First Amendment Protection Agency is in the room. I'm going to drop the link for this video. Make sure you guys get over there and subscribe to this channel. He is doing the work. Here's the link for this video. While you get over there, you can make sure you subscribe. Great job, Johnny.
Oh, well, why would you?
Sir, I don't want to be filmed.
Oh, well, why would you get closer and call my attention then?
Well, I think it, I don't want to scream. Don't film me. Delete.
Well, don't scream. I don't want you to scream either. I don't want you to hurt yourself over there.
Okay, just don't film me. It's my right as a citizen.
Yeah, well, guess what? I'm out here defending your right to freedom of the press in public.
I just don't want to be filmed.
Well, you're currently being filmed.
Right on, James. Let's get this guy 100,000 subscribers. Joel. I know it. Really, I was there in Massachusetts, right where this gentleman is. It's a boot-licking place, man. They drop down and lick boots there, dude. It's disgusting. Right on. Get over there, subscribe to First Amendment Protection Agency, everybody. Support this man. Boots on the streets, what we need. He's doing it. I covered that yesterday, Free Country.
Cam back? And we appreciate your activism today in public. Thank you very much. The movement needs it. The movement needs it. Thank you very much.
That's how you do it.
You have a good one too, man.
Give him your
I'm out
Give him your card, Johnny. Walk up and say, "Let me give you your card."
here stress testing the
It's easy to make comments from the peanut gallery. He's got his boots on the ground.
First Amendment right to record and the freedom of press in the public. Do you support the Constitution?
Okay.
Do you support the Constitution? Awesome. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Perfect.
You as well.
Nailing it. Nailing it, boys and girls. That's how you do it.
She was rolling down the window. How you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm out here stress testing the First Amendment right to freedom of the press and the public. Do you support the Constitution and the amendments to it?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Bye.
You have a good one.
Look how he turned her. Look what he did. She came up and she was ready to go postal on his ass. And look what he did. Look what he did. Watch. I'm reacting to this video, following YouTube's policies of making a reaction video here. So watch this, and we're gonna do it together here.
How you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Do you hear the tone in her voice? Now look how Johnny disarms her, and she comes with a great big smile.
I'm out here stress testing the First Amendment right to freedom of the press and the public. Do you support the Constitution and the amendments to it?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Bye.
You have a good one.
Dude, my brother.
And see, there you go. And that is how it should be handled.
That's how you should
That
do
was
it.
a very informative video. Unfortunately, as the officers say when I inform them that me as a United States citizen have rights, unfortunately, not everybody was keen to what was going on today and showed their true colors. You know, I asked people if they support the amendments to the United States Constitution, which gives them their rights, and a lot of them. And it seems as though a lot of people in Clinton say no. And it's unfortunate too, because Clinton Savings Bank, an experience you can bank on. The experience I banked on today was not so pleasant, I will tell you that. So I'm going to be putting their number and their information out there for you guys to redress them and show them your disbelief with how they acted, or their belief. Go and tell them they did a fantastic job if you don't like rights in the United States. But we as American citizens, we love our rights.
Exactly.
We like to exercise them because you
Yes.
guys know our rights are like muscles. And if
Yes.
we don't exercise them, we lose them.
That's
So
right.
make sure, if you're not already, go subscribe
Yep.
and hit the bell notifications and turn them on to never miss an upload. Never miss the latest and the greatest from the best of the best.
The latest and the greatest from the best of the best. He's as humble as I am.
We'll see you in the next one, guys. Have a good one.
Boom. There it is right there. So it's funny, you know, I feel like I'm channeling Johnny here, but he does the flex where he does it in the thing. I used to do this one. You guys remember this one? I used to make all my videos and I would open them up with a finger gun. And the reason I did that was because I wanted to express my Second Amendment right to film police. And so I would do one of these bad chickens. All the covers of my videos when I first started are me doing this. I wanted to express not just my support for the First Amendment, but my right for the Second Amendment as well. And so let's do this just real quick. This is the Clinton Police Department there in Massachusetts, and they're always open. They're always busy. I mean, I think we'll just leave our regular accent here today, but let's just give a call over there. And then the next video I'm going to show you, my video is going to be demonetized and age restricted. Okay, so be it.
Thank you for calling the Town of Clinton, Massachusetts Police and Fire Departments.
Okay.
If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Otherwise, please listen for the following options. For the Clinton Police Department, press 1. For the Clinton Fire Department, press 2. To speak with the Public Safety Dispatcher, please press 0. For the Detectives Bureau, press 1. To leave a message for an officer, press 2. For public...
God bless you guys, man.
Please.
God bless you guys. Thank you. All these little super chats add up. I'm super grateful. Thank you.
Clinton Police and Fire signs recorded.
I'm sorry. What's your name, sir? What's that?
Hello?
Hello. What'd you say? I didn't understand what you said when you answered the call.
I said this is Clinton Police and Fire signs recorded.
Oh, yeah. Listen, my name's JD. All my lines are recorded, too. I'm a super journalist. You have no idea. I love absolutely flexing my rights. Anyway, we were watching a video today, me and my flock of people, and we seen a video that was shot there in Clinton. And there was a guy out on the street filming, and then a Clinton police officer showed up over there. And I was just wondering, do you guys have First Amendment auditor training over there at that police department?
I'm not an officer.
Oh, okay. Is there an officer I could talk to, someone on duty that I could have a conversation with about this?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
Somebody's available to talk to you.
Okay, great. Thanks. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Milena. Appreciate it. I added a few of you as moderators on the new channel. If you delete any comments, make sure you get a screenshot of them first and send them to me. I'll add you over there, Brick, for sure. Balloon Thief is here, everybody. Where's Chevy? Chevy, where are you, dog? Still beeping through here. Yeah, didn't he? Seemed a little slow. I'm not sure what you said, Knights of Faith. Does anybody know what Knights of Faith said? Very serious about his comments. Thanks again, G. Jerry Rowe Lee Bo. Thank you. We're holding here. We're holding. Still waiting. Still waiting here. I got nothing on you. I got nothing there, Knights of Faith. There's nothing. I didn't see anything. I know. I know. Right, Joel? Isn't that the truth? Is that right, Matt Taylor? Lezo TVO. Oh, I know it. So just so you guys know, Team DLZ is not coming back. He's not coming back to YouTube. He's on teamdlz.com, but he won't. He's pissed. Can't make a comment that he wants to make. Not sure what's going on here. Come on now. Oh. Dirty frickin' coppers. Dirty frickin' coppers. That's all right. That's all right. That's okay. I'm not afraid. Let me make sure I dropped a like on this comment on this First Amendment Protection Agency.
SPD.
So I'm going to show you guys another video from my favorite news organization, ABC 15 in Phoenix. Can you imagine this? The Phoenix Police Department have abused somebody else. Can you believe that? They held a man down and put his face on the 130-degree concrete. So check this bad chicken out. This is unbelievable.
It is under pressure. The DOJ wants to take over that department. And the city just made national headlines after we exposed officers punching and tasering a man who's deaf.
This guy right here, I used to work out with him in Dallas, Texas at Uptown Athletic Club. This news anchor right here on the right. I worked out with this guy several times. Cool guy.
Tonight, we're back investigating a new case, and we're warning you right off the bat, parts of this story are hard to watch.
This video shows officers on top of a man in the middle of the afternoon.
Look at that.
In the middle of the summer.
Look at that.
In the middle of a record-breaking heat wave.
Yeah.
That man has not been charged for this incident.
You thought I was kidding about saying 130-degree concrete. I was not. Look at this guy. Now, just so you know, this right here, me showing this to you, me showing you the police violence, and this man has second and third degree burns all over his body. Me showing this to you, YouTube will age restrict and demonetize my content. That's what will happen. It's unbelievable. They can show UFC fights and bashing and heads come open, but you can't show anything here. I have not updated Team DLZ today, but I will. I'm sorry. I'm super slammed. You can't imagine it.
But he spent more than a month in the hospital with third-degree burns. His attorneys say officers literally cooked him on the blacktop. We've blurred the pictures of those burns here, but we're going to show you more of that a little later in this story. Our chief investigator, Dave Biskuping, interviewed that man and also got that surveillance video.
So far, though, we don't have the body camera footage and police reports. That's why Dave is still investigating, and he's here.
So did you know that in Phoenix, Arizona, you can't get body camera for over a year?
Here now with the latest.
So far, Phoenix PD hit
Dave Biscobing, everybody. Put him in the comment section. Dave Biscobing. This dude right here. Him and his cohort, Nicole Griggs. Man, they are just awesome.
has issued a statement saying the case is still under both a criminal and internal investigation. And there's also a pretty significant twist we just discovered that we'll need to break down at the end of this report. What day did this happen?
July 6th.
Okay.
It was like around 2 in the afternoon.
It was pretty hot that day.
Look at that. Did you see it? I'm sorry. It's important. The small details matter, and we're going to talk about them.
Okay.
It was like around 2 in the afternoon.
So watch right here. I'm going to slow this down. Everybody, if you've ever lived in a hot climate, everybody knows you got to pick up your dog. Charlie's feet can't walk on the pavement in Arizona. Look at that. He puts his face to searing hot blacktop. And
it's pretty hot.
And he's got 4 pigs on top of him. They're not all pigs, but these guys are dirty Jack Boot Thug pigs. Put it in the comment section, JBTP.
That day, right? Like 115 or something?
I believe it was breaking record.
Yeah.
He's got his knee on the back of his head, so his face is literally sizzling on the concrete.
This is Michael Kenyon, and it was actually 114 on that day. And what happened left him with
Oh
scars
my
all over his
God.
body, up and down his arms,
Oh
across
my
his
God.
chest, on his legs, with chunks missing from his knees.
Just avoid the mirrors now. I don't even care to look.
It happened in a parking lot off 7th Street, just north of downtown. Surveillance video shows Michael on the phone walking to the store. That's when a police SUV pulled up behind him. He says the officers told him to come here, and he did.
I walked up to them and with my phone in the hand and said what happened or what's going on. I don't really remember what I said, but I came back. One officer grabbed my one wrist, and then the other officer grabbed my other wrist.
Before we go further, here's the backstory. Michael lives in a house close by, practically across the street. And according to Michael, his roommate had just reported a theft from their house. So there was a theft situation going on.
Right, and he just.
But it wasn't involving you. Right?
No.
A court record search shows Michael has a handful of misdemeanor cases in Arizona. 3 dismissed, 1 guilty judgment for criminal damage, and on this day, he had an outstanding warrant for a failure to appear. But Michael claims he didn't know he had a warrant, and police confirmed these officers didn't know about it either.
In my mind too, I feel like deep down, like because I think to myself, like I had a bad past. I don't deserve a lot of good things in my life. So I'm like, maybe.
No, you deserve all the best in life. We all do. Mistakes are going to be made. You're not a perfect person. You're not God. You deserve everything good in life, Michael.
I did deserve this, you know?
You did not.
That's the background. Now let's get back.
Oh my God, poor guy.
Mine too, I feel like deep down, like because I think to myself, like I had a bad past. I don't deserve a lot of good things in my life. So I'm like, maybe I did deserve this, you know?
That's the background. Now let's get back to what happened. Remember, we don't have body camera video, so we can't hear what's happening.
And then they told me like instantly in a like a mean hostile voice that they were saying like, you're being detained. And I said, but I'm on the phone. What did I do? I didn't do anything. Please explain to me. And they're like, why are you getting antsy? Why are you seem like you're nervous? And I said, I'm not. I'm just, you scared me. Like you told me I'm being detained and I didn't do anything. Can you at least explain to me? I want to sit down. Let me sit down. Like, look, I'm not trying to run. And I sat down on the back of some random person's truck tail.
I saw that, yeah. About 15 seconds later, Michael stands. The video shows them struggling for about 30 seconds. Then more officers run up and take him down.
They said, give me your arm, stop resisting. And I think that's when like 5 people were on me and I'm just screaming for help. And I
Man, do you see that burn glove he has on?
And I think that's when like 5 people were on me and I'm just screaming for help.
That is to stop the scarring and to get the skin tissue that's been destroyed on his hand to try to keep in place and keep the swelling down.
Help. And like I'm scared. I'm thinking like this is like the moment when, you know, George Floyd was.
Wow, look at them pushing both hands on his head to hold his head to the concrete. Now this pig's going to run over and stick his knee on his head.
Literally, like.
He told us he thought of George Floyd.
Look at that, man.
Because they were kneeling on his back and neck, in addition to the pavement burning his body.
Oh my God. Did you see who saw it? Who saw it? Tell me what you just saw. Tell me what you just saw. What did you just see? What did you just see? Tell me what you just saw happen just now that none of you guys would ever do. What did you just see? What did you just see happen that you would never do? What did you just see happen? Let me show it to you. It's on the lower right-hand corner of the screen. The lower right-hand corner of the screen. Do you see this over here? Lower right-hand. Let me open this bad chicken up big so you guys can take a look at it here. Lower right-hand corner of the screen. She's going to get out while there's 4 pigs on top of a guy, and she's just going to walk away.
In his body.
They blur her. 2 of them. And they just walk off. Are you freaking kidding me? You pull your camera out. Let me say it to you directly, okay? When you see the police, you start recording them. The moment you see the coppers, you start recording them. And we're going to get into a video after this where the copper killed the guy and he said his keys were a firearm, which is just not true.
This is it. This is all. This is me. I guess this is where I'm going to stay at. You know, and
this is the end, you mean?
Yeah, this is the end.
Michael spent more than 4 minutes on the blacktop before getting handcuffed, then picked up and dragged to the police car. He said his skin was already bubbling and peeling away.
Can you describe the pain? Like, how bad was it?
Like going through hell. And
now
Hades,
she's
I guess
filming.
you'd say. It's like, feels like your skin's melting off. The lady.
Nice. How about a round of applause for the bystander who's wearing flip-flops and a bikini top because it's so damn hot outside. Round of applause for this lady.
Through hell and Hades.
She looks like a fairly young woman. Good job, young lady.
I should say. It's like, feels like your skin's melting off. The lady across the high-rise said that she thought an animal was dying, so that's why she looked out her window.
Firefighters arrived about 5 minutes after Michael was lifted from the ground. 7 minutes later, he was carted away and taken to the hospital.
In torture cuffs still. They still got him in torture cuffs.
Phoenix police are demonstrating an utter disregard for human life. Sitting next to me is a young man whose skin has been burned to the 3rd degree because it was cooked on asphalt.
You feel like they cooked him on the asphalt.
Oh, they did. There's no doubt.
That's Bobby DiCello, one of Michael's lawyers. They're planning a lawsuit. They gave us the surveillance and cell phone video, but they say they have not been able to get the police reports either.
He had committed no crime and has never been charged with a crime. And he's spent over a month in a burn unit with police peeping through the windows to see what he was doing.
If true, that means Phoenix officers knew his condition was bad. And Michael says officers were there for days and often kept him handcuffed.
Like, what do you mean they were?
Whoa, my God. They kept him torture cuffed to the side of the bed?
There.
They were just outside the room. They had like this little like clicker thing that's like a blind inside the window, and they just wouldn't let me use my phone, contact my family, and it took certain cops to break the rules to let me use my phone.
He says police left after a friend called lawyers and they showed up at the house.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Welcome to another demonetized stream right here on Delete Laws. I'm not allowed to show you guys what the cops are doing to people. And if I show you guys, well, look, there's 300 people here. I don't know how many people are on the main channel, but on the main channel, I'll bet there's 200 people total. I'll bet there's I mean, you guys can tell me how many people are watching on the main channel. I just have the StreamYard number here. It's just about 300 here. 300 up and down, around 300. And if I show you guys this, they're going to age restrict and demonetize my video. Why is that? Well, because 221, so there's another 80 people across 4 other channels and Twitter. So why is that? Because Procter and Gamble, Kellogg, General Mills, it's all one gigantic company owned by BlackRock. BlackRock is the government of the world. BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street. And they don't want you to see that they're treating us like we're Nazis, like we're violent POWs of war. Look at Michael's skin. Since they're going to demonetize my video and age restrict it, take a look at his skin. Tell me what that makes you feel like. Can you imagine how much he was screaming? Can you imagine? And here's another fun fact. Ready for this? If there hadn't been cameras on buildings and poles, do you have cameras up in your house? If there hadn't been cameras up, then Phoenix Police Department got away with this for how many years? They would have gotten away with this. But because bystanders filmed it, because there was cameras posted on buildings around the specific area, they got caught because they're not going to release that body camera footage. The body camera footage is going to hear Michael screaming, "You're burning me! You're burning me! Get me off this! You're burning me!" He was probably They said he was screaming like an animal being killed.
Use my phone.
He says police left after a friend called lawyers and they showed up at the hospital. Now, Michael was hospitalized for more than a month, first in a special burn unit, then in a rehab facility. He says the beginning was the worst, especially getting his dressings changed.
Just screaming at the top of my lungs, like wishing it was over, you know what I mean? I wouldn't wish it out.
Take a second. And you say you wouldn't wish it on your worst enemy?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Nice.
Did you deserve what happened to you?
Oh my
I don't
God.
think so. And sometimes I beat myself up thinking like, what could I have done to deserve this? And I still cry sometimes thinking that like,
You didn't do anything, Michael.
I didn't do anything.
Do you
Exactly.
think anybody deserved what happened to you?
No.
Again, Phoenix says this case is still under criminal and internal investigation. And while the city didn't directly respond to our specific questions about why officers were stationed at the hospital, their statement did say Michael was taken to the hospital and officers learned he had a felony warrant out for his arrest. Now to that twist we mentioned earlier. We just learned that hours after we reached out for comment on this case, officials went to court and filed criminal charges against Michael Kenyon. Now, not for the burn case, not for the warrant, but for a different case. Now, we just pulled the new court file. It shows 3 charges related to a domestic violence case between Michael and his brother. Here's the timeline. That alleged DV case happened on March 12th. The burn incident happened in July. We reached out for comment on that burn case October 28th at 6 a.m. The new charges were filed 9 hours later at 3:17 p.m. Michael's.
Let me follow this again. Okay. Let me follow this again. I want to follow the timeline. Forgive me. I just want to be sure. I want to memorize this right here.
But for a different case. Now, we just pulled the new court file. It's
aggravated assault, felony, domestic violence, aggravated assault, class 3 misdemeanor, domestic violence.
Those 3 charges related to a domestic violence case between Michael and his brother.
Between Michael and his brother. So essentially what this says is that if you get in a fist fight with your brother, then the state is going to press felony charges against you. And just so you guys know, there's a saying in the dungeon, no face, no case. And that holds water. The brother has to show up. It's your 6th Amendment right to face your accuser. If you get prosecuted and your brother is the victim, if your brother doesn't show up, no face, no case. They have to show up. The prosecutor will lie to you and tell you, oh, we're going to press charges anyway. You have to have a victim. And they'll tell you, oh, no, we're just going to use the evidence we got from the scene. So it doesn't matter if you show up or not. Yes, it does. No face, no case. And so he's being charged with felonies for having a fight with his brother, which is ridiculous.
The timeline. That alleged DV case happened on March 12th. The burn incident happened in July.
March 12th, 2024, July 6th, 2024, March, April, May, June, July, 4 months later.
We reached out for comment on that burn case October 28th at 6.
August, September, October, 3 months, almost 3.5 months later, they reach out for comment.
6 a.m. The new charges were filed 9 hours.
The new charges were filed 9 hours later. New charges.
Hours later at the burn incident at 6 a.m. The new charges were filed 9 hours later at 3:17 p.m. Michael's attorneys just released the following statement.
So they concocted these charges. They concocted charges from a call that they got months earlier to charge him with felonies. We're still investigating this allegation. The timing of the charges is certainly suspicious, particularly given Phoenix PD's history, but we're reserving judgment until we complete our own investigation. So he's talking lawyer talk. Let me translate just real quick. The dirty, nasty jackboot thug pigs trumped up charges against him to try to hurt him because they had violated his rights. There it is right there. JBTP, put it in the comment section, JBTP.
Quote, "We are still investigating this allegation. The timing of the charges is certainly suspicious, particularly given Phoenix PD's history, but we're reserving judgment until we complete our own investigation." His attorneys also represent the group of protesters who were targeted, arrested, and falsely charged as gang members. So those attorneys have a notable history with the city. We'll stay on top of all of this. For now, I'm Investigator Dave Biskobing, ABC 15, Arizona.
In response to the timing of those new charges, the Maricopa County Attorney's Office denied any conversation between their office and the Phoenix Police Department yesterday.
That's such a lie. You're liars and the pigs are liars. You're gigantic pig. It's one great big pig trough. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's one great big pig trough. Put a 1 in the chat if that's a fact. It's one great big pig trough. Just burns. Oh, yeah. I'm going to show you this 1 minute video real quick. And then we're going to get into the video where the cop is going to say that the keys he mistook for a gun. He was scared for his widow wife. He was so scared for his widow wife. He couldn't understand that those keys were not one pig pen, says Marauder. Exactly correct. I'm going to show you one 1 minute video real quick, and then I'm going to chime in on it. Ready for this?
I want you to know that. Okay, I know you're not. You're going to go back and get back to your car like the little dog you are. Are you done? Get the out of here. You pulled me over for no reason. Get the out of my face. Are you done, sir? Go on, beta male. Go on. Here comes another pig coming in hot. Oh, man, another pig. Got his lights on. It's an emergency. I want you to know that. Okay, I know you're not. You're going to go back and get back to your car like the little dog you are.
I just wanted to be clear about this video right here that happened in Apple Valley. They ticketed me. I believe it's California code. It's driving with your phone, right? Using your phone when you drive. It's 213.123, something like that. I just wanted everybody to know that we beat that case. Ticket was dismissed. I saw it come up today on my feed and I was like, I wonder if people know that we won that case. I was pulled over for no reason. I wasn't using my phone as a phone and talking to somebody. I was using my phone to record the police. The case was dismissed. I just want everybody to know that because everybody says, oh, blah, 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 this and that. Let me tell you something. Case was dismissed. Case was dismissed. I could have sued them. And as a matter of fact, one of the people on my team said, let's sue them. And I said, you know what? We're only going to get a declaratory judgment. We're not going to get any money out of it. And if we did get any money out of it, it would be taking the people's money. And granted, you want to try to take from this dirty ass government anything you possibly can. But I don't want to waste my time, my effort. Okay, so read this right here and then understand that this dirty jackboot thug pig killed a man. Take a look at the headline. While responding to a noise complaint. Columbus, Ohio, there's a shocker. Columbus, Ohio, the pig state of America. Columbus pig Andy Coy turned his attention next door. So he went to a noise complaint and then he goes next door and fatally shoots an innocent man, mistaking keys for a silver revolver. Police didn't render aid after the shooting. But now, remember, North Carolina versus Heenan says they can make a mistake of law, but can they make a mistake of murder? Are they allowed to murder people? Well, I think that this cop is going to get acquitted because of this amazing performance that he puts on. I think he's going to get away with it. I mean, I think he's going to get away with it. Wait till you see the performance he puts on right here.
In your mind that you saw something similar.
And then,
is there any doubt in your mind?
and then the state-run media is going to run this little clip of him saying, I was so scared. They're going to run this clip twice. Here's the guy that he murdered on the right. He murdered him. Don't forget that. This man is dead. He wasn't the call. He was next door. And this pig went over there and murdered him.
Is there any doubt in your mind that you saw something silver in Andre Hill's hand coming towards you?
No, sir, no doubt.
When you saw that, what did you believe was going to happen?
Thought I was going to die.
Why did you fire your weapon at that point?
Because I saw an imminent threat, and I didn't want to get shot.
Before Christmas, I didn't want
Adam
to
Coy
die.
told the jury he was in shock after seeing the set of keys laying next to Andre Hill after he shot and killed him. It was an emotional day in the courtroom for Coy as he walked the jury through what he says happened on that night back in December of 2020, telling the jury he was certain Andre Hill had a silver revolver in his right hand and he thought he was going to die.
Is there any doubt in your mind that you saw something silver in Andre Hill's hand coming towards you?
No, sir, no doubt.
When you saw that, what did you believe was going to happen?
Thought I was going to die.
Why did you fire your weapon at that point?
Because I saw an imminent threat, and I didn't want to get shot.
Oh, I saw an enemy threat. I didn't want to get shot. You're a lying jackboot thug pig. You shouldn't have been at the house next door to begin with. You murdered a man.
Right before Christmas.
I didn't want to get shot before Christmas. He's going to get away with it. He's going to get away with murder. Butch the Original's being sarcastic. He knows Ohio is one of the most disgusting, corrupt police states in the country.
When questioning Coy, the prosecution asked him about whether or not Andre Hill complied with his commands before he shot him. The prosecution pointing out that Coy never asked to see his hands, which would have revealed the keys Andre Hill was holding.
Was he obeying your commands?
Partially, sir.
Partially. You told a man to come out, and he's coming out.
He was walking with his right hand staying behind his leg.
You were, at that point, you were concerned where his hands were?
Yes, sir.
But nowhere in this encounter did you say, show me your hands, did you?
It happened too fast, sir.
Nowhere in this encounter did you say, show me your hands.
I said, show yourself, sir.
Coy, the second witness the defense called on Monday, retired law enforcement and use of force expert Kevin Davis told the jury Coy acted within police practices even though Hill did not have a weapon.
The use of deadly force was within the standards in law enforcement.
Even though he was mistaken?
Even though he was mistaken. Tragically, but even though he was mistaken.
We do believe the defense will bring one more expert witness to the stand on Tuesday before they rest. I will be inside that courtroom on Tuesday morning and we'll keep you updated here on air and online.
Here's the actual footage. He goes over to this guy's house who wasn't a part of the noise complaint, Andrew Hill. He's already got his gun out. He already wants to kill. This dirty jackboot thug pig. And is that a key in his hand right there? I think it is. What are you doing over there? Why are you there?
Put your fucking hands out to the side. Hands out to the side now.
If they don't convict this pig, I hope the people in Columbus really make these pigs pay.
Roll to your stomach now. Yeah. Hey, don't get fucking close. I can't see his fucking hand. Get your hand up from underneath you now. You got a medic coming.
Holding a smartphone in his hand.
Dude.
Body camera video sparking outrage in Columbus, Ohio.
I hope that the Columbus, Ohio Police Department pays a heavy price. You know, I can't say what I would like to happen to that Columbus Police Department. You guys can figure out what you think should happen to that Columbus Police Department.
After some officers show an apparent lack of action to trying to save the life of Andre Hill.
It is just disgusting how they did my dad. These pictures that I gotta look at,
I gotta memorize my dad on the floor for the rest of my life.
Police body camera video shows the 47-year-old unarmed black man walking out of a garage, cell phone in his left hand. This new angle from an officer who says she didn't see a weapon or any threat when fellow officer Adam Coy yelled, "There's a gun in his other hand," and opened fire.
Stop him up. He's still moving.
Hill, gasping for air, was handcuffed 5 minutes after the shooting. Police were responding to a noise complaint when they encountered Hill next door. And in this newly released footage, a woman inside the home can be heard confronting officers.
He was bringing me Christmas money. He didn't do anything.
Still, several minutes after the shooting, no medical help for Hill.
Oh, but remember, this is a reaction video, but remember, that dirty pig on the stand said, "I didn't want to get shot right before Christmas." You killed her dad right before Christmas when there was no call for service for you. No one called and said that Andre Hill was a danger to anybody. You dirty jackboot thug pig. You murdered a man. You disgusting maggot. May you burn in hell. You are a piece of shit. You are a stain on society. You son of a bitch. Sorry for the language. Just incenses me. He sat up there and cried, "I didn't want to get shot right before Christmas." What about his family? What about his daughter? You don't want us to call you pigs, but you got pigs all over that force, don't you? There's pigs everywhere. Just disgusting.
Hill until a supervisor arrives.
Anybody doing anything for him?
Nobody's doing anything for him. Nobody's doing a damn thing. Just disgusting. Just absolutely disgusting. I want to show you guys something that has to do with the Arizona case. You remember when they held the guy down and they burned his skin off his body, his face, his arms, his legs? I want to read you a Supreme Court case. Check this bad chicken out. This is going to be the 1980 case. I have it on my poster here. I've got 2 posters in stock. If anybody wants a poster, I've got them printed out. It's the 1980 case of Johnson versus Glick. Now, I want you to keep this in mind here. And Johnson versus Glick is going to be passed by the Burger Court. It's going to be passed by the Warren Burger Court. And Warren Burger was such a piece of shit. You can't even understand how big of a piece of shit Earl Warren Burger was. Such a piece of shit. Now, the 1980 case, you saw how they held the man down in Arizona and burned his face and burned his skin. So I'm going to show you something now that you absolutely have to understand here. It's the 1980 case of Johnson versus Glick. And this is where Warren Burger, you're going to see what a piece of shit is. We do not suggest that cruel and unusual punishment clause must necessarily read as limited acts of the legislation in authorizing judges to impose them. It can fairly be deemed to be applicable manner to which otherwise was constitutional sentence, as the death penalty was thought to be carried out by an executioner. This case, Johnson versus Glick, what they're going to say is that for the cops to be charged with an 8th Amendment violation, it has to be legislated. It has to be legislated. Excessive bail, all this stuff. But the truth is they're saying in Johnson versus Glick that you have to have a judge or the legislature has to do cruel and unusual punishment, like sentencing you to be stoned to death. Right. And that's what this is. If you want to take your time, and I just pulled this up real quick because the appeal's concerned that it's just crap. So this is the 1980 case of Johnson versus Glick. If you want to sit and read through this, Johnson versus Glick, let me give you the nutshell of understanding of what it says, is that they can't charge cops with cruel and unusual punishment because they weren't sentenced to cruel and unusual punishment. Here's the link for that, for the Johnson versus Glick case. The United States Supreme Court, that's supposed to be in charge and look out for our civil liberties. In the 1980 case, oh, by the way, Johnson was a black man. They're always black guys. They lose the case, it applies to everybody. The Eighth Amendment is supposed to be that keeps you from cruel and unusual punishment. Well, the Warren Burger Court said, oh, well, that's only if you're sentenced to cruel and unusual punishment. Not if the cops hold you down and burn your face off and burn your arms and legs off. You understand? That's how the Supreme Court has worked against us since the very beginning. A broken clock is right twice a day. And the trifold is filled with cases where the Supreme Court got it right. Your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, the reason why you have to say it is because the Supreme Court doesn't call it a right, they call it a privilege. Get your trifold on deletelaws.com. I sent off 30 trifolds today. Sent off 30 trifolds today. Check your mail and see if you got a trifold from me. I sent off at least 30 trifolds today. Just unbelievable. Now watch this. Let's bring it up a little bit. Let's bring in something positive here and watch this cop just get just get his ass owned. And I'm happy to share this because I'm tired of showing just the cops murdering people and getting away with it.
Well, the problem, I think, is coming around, threatening me, acting like you know the law, acting like you know what I should have to put on a public records request.
You know what I got called for.
Look, I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell you one
I
thing.
will give you
I
that
don't know what you got called for.
Okay. Someone was down here causing problems. If they feel threatened, I'm going to come down and check it out. That's my duty. Correct?
Because they feel threatened, you're going to come and threaten me?
What's going on, folks, and welcome back to the channel where we highlight only the best First Amendment audits on YouTube. Today's particular video is brought to us by the way of this channel here, going by the name of Hendry. In this video, he conducts a
Now you know why I'm showing you this video.
First Amendment audit at the town hall in the city of Ferdinand, Indiana. After going and attempting to conduct some business, he has the cops called on him by someone from the building for recording. They actually report to the police that he is harassing them just by the act of just recording, which would be impossible since recording in a public space is a First Amendment protected act. Record and also tries to get it
down here. Were you harassing them or something?
I don't answer questions.
You got some ID with you?
No, I don't.
Well, what's your name?
Do you suspect me of a crime?
I don't know. Are you in there harassing people? Then I am.
If you can articulate that you suspect me of a crime, I'm legally obligated to provide identification to you.
Alex, I pray for him every day. I say a prayer for him every single day.
Why don't you tell me what you did in there? That's pretty simple, right?
Can I get your name and badge number, please?
It's Christian Gogol, badge number 292.
Okay,
292. Can you tell me what was going on in there?
I've already articulated. I don't answer questions,
Have
but
a good day. Bye.
Okay.
I'll be talking to you later. Hey, if you don't have any business here, you need to leave the property.
I do now. I've got business now.
With what?
Well, you just made a threat. You said you'd be seeing me later, so I want to see what you're up to now. You're a public official.
Wait here for me, please.
I have a right to record public officials in their public capacity from public spaces. This town hall is a public space, sir. Where do you get off making threats to me?
I'm not making threats.
What did you mean you'd see me later?
I'll see you later.
What do you mean you'd see me later? What do you mean by that?
Saying that you're harassing them. Were you harassing?
Nothing's obvious to
Listen,
me.
Listen.
Nothing's obvious to me.
Let me gather my information.
Let me exercise my freedom. Let me exercise my right to record you in public.
Well, I need to talk to them by myself so they don't feel threatened.
I'm going to take them into a private area.
Listen, y'all, stay focused. Stay focused. Don't let anybody distract us, okay? Just stay focused.
This is a public area.
Okay.
Morris County, 1917.
You can stay right here. You can't come back here.
Of course you can't go past the locked door, you dumb shit.
Hey.
All right. Here's the problem, okay? If you want public information, you have to put your name on there and stuff. Fill it out.
Is that right?
Yeah, you just put NA.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Are you familiar with the IC code 3-14-5 that
Hendry nailing
Access
it.
to Public Records Act?
Hendry
Hey,
nailing
right.
it.
Put your name on it.
Well, the only reason I bring it up, sir, is because it's not a problem. It's actually not a requisite of the law that you put your name on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
It's the problem, I think, is coming around, threatening me, acting like you know the law, acting like you know what I should have to put on a public records request.
you know what I got called for?
Look,
Do you?
I'm going to tell you
do
what
you-
I'm going to tell you one
I
thing.
will give you
I
that
don't know
record.
what you got called for.
Okay. Someone was down here causing problems. If they feel threatened, I'm going to come down and check it out. That's my duty.
So
correct?
because they feel
Okay,
threatened, you're going to come and
But then
threaten
when
me?
I come and
You're
talk,
going to come and
when
verbally threaten
I
me?
didn't threaten you.
You said you'd see me later.
Yeah.
That's a loaded statement with a gun and a badge
I
on.
will see you later to get your information because
You
you're
are
not being
an
cooperative.
you are an absolute chump. You know that too.
All right. You can have a good day.
Lying, thieving, government workers.
Exactly correct. Exactly correct. Let me jump in and give a reaction here. Listen, y'all, stay focused. We're looking about this right now, and I'm bringing this video up to talk about Craig Hendry in a moment here. I'm going to put his information up on the screen where you can reach out to him. You can send him a letter. You can send him a book. You can donate to him. I put his PayPal up on the last video that I put on this channel. Don't let anybody distract us. Remember, they're doing everything they can. People who don't have a mission, don't have a purpose, everything they can to distract. Don't focus on this. Don't focus on what you want to do. Don't focus on the board game. Don't focus on, there's something else I got going on. It's absolutely gigantic. Stay focused on what we're focused on. Don't let anybody distract us at all whatsoever. Moderators, just straight out. Okay, just stay focused, because in a moment I'm going to show you right there. Free. This is, there it is, Danelle. Free Craig Hendry. Free Dawn. We help people on this channel. We've helped so many people, and even though I personally am pretty far down right now financially, I'm not down spiritually. Nobody's going to stop this train. The only person who can stop us is us. And remember that. I'm not going to be distracted by anybody else. Let's stay focused. Don't give them a billboard on our channel.
You're wasting my time.
I was in here for you. So since
Obviously.
all right, you coming in here? You coming out?
I'm coming outside.
All right.
So if your business is done here,
Sir, don't tell me what to do. I will do as I please, as long
100%, Daniel. And the thing is all the money people send me for Craig Hendry is going through Danelle Brown, and she keeps amazing receipts.
as I stay within the confines of the law. And I suggest you do the same.
I do.
Well, you threatened me earlier. You threatened me.
Come see you
If
later.
I said that to you, it would be a complaint to the prosecutor,
That's
and it would
great.
be a goddamn jail sentence
That's
for
a
me.
gray area.
Yeah,
Now
and I know
listen,
what? Because it's
if
you,
you
because
have
you're
a
a
problem
sovereign
not
citizen,
giving me-
because you're a
I'm
sovereign
not a
citizen.
sovereign citizen.
Well, what happens if you
I'm a
break the
US
law?
citizen.
What happens if you break the law? You
I
don't get in trouble.
Oh, yes, I do.
Oh, you're a sovereign. You got that assistant chief of police. You can go beat the hell out of anybody. You could shoot anybody, and nobody's going to arrest you.
Oh, whatever.
You know that's damn right. You know
Hendry laying down the absolute facts.
that's right.
I don't need this from you today.
I don't need anything from you, and you came over and asked me for my name. Get out of here. No better than those Fort Worth cops that beat the shit out of that woman last night. That guy didn't get arrested either.
All right, folks,
Let me jump in here real quick. I'm not sure what channel this was on, but I saw it earlier today and I wanted to share it. 5Y News. This is what I'm doing with Johnny over at First Amendment Protection Agency and why I started a new channel. Tomorrow will be the first premiere videos. Tomorrow, let me drop the link for the channel real quick to First Amendment Auditor. And this is the channel tomorrow. I've got a couple of videos going out tomorrow on this channel. So let me pull up the channel real fast while we're here. For the love of God. Give me 1 second here. First Amendment Auditor. Let me show you guys this channel and subscribe over here because we do have new videos coming out tomorrow on this channel. Where is that bad chicken? Where is that bad chicken? That's okay. I'll show it in 1 second. I will share you the channel. Thanks. I appreciate the support, Rising Tides. God bless you, man. We're not going to stop. We don't stop. We are not going to stop. Let's get back into this. Yeah, the cop ran off.
You're about doesn't respect.
Hello, everybody. This is Craig Hendry. We are here in Ferdinand, Indiana today. The day is, I believe it's June, let's see, 24th today. You the only one that works in here full time?
No, I'm not the only one.
I got you. How many people are employed in here?
Why are you needing to know?
I just like to know kind of how much kind of getting an idea of the amount of resources that are being extracted from the private sector workers to support the government workers here.
I don't know. I'm not quite comfortable answering those questions.
Okay. Do you have a public records request that I could get, please?
Yeah.
Okay. This is great. I feel like every city has a public records request form now.
Yeah.
About 2 years ago, I'd go around asking for them, and everybody would look at me like I'm stupid.
There you go.
Alrighty, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Is this the only city office or the only town office building, or are there more locations?
What do you mean? I mean, this is the only town hall in Ferdinand.
Yeah, I mean, is there like would there be like a town garage or a maintenance department building? Something of this sort?
I mean, we have a lot of buildings around town.
Okay. Hey, so you have a PD, road department.
We have all the departments we need to take care of the town.
Okay. Could you give me an idea like what they are? I know most towns have a PD.
Yeah, we have a police department.
Okay. And you got a street utility department, basically. Okay. And they all have their own buildings?
Yes.
Okay.
And right around here, I pause the recording so that I can get the date and time off of my phone for the request. And then I don't start it up again until I go out to the parking lot and see the police officer. If you're looking to redress your grievances, the phone number and Facebook will be in the description. And the guy's name is
Christian Gogol, badge number 292.
Okay,
192.
Right.
All right, folks. If you guys enjoyed this one, I want you all to let me know what you think about it in the comment section down.
We appreciate that, man. I think this is this sounds like it sounds like somebody I've heard their voice before. It sounds like someone I heard their voice before. But I got another video here that I wanted to I've got so many videos that I watched yesterday. Tomorrow is the first premiere on First Amendment Auditor. Tomorrow's the first premiere. So there's the link to the first premiere tomorrow. If you guys want to get over there, subscribe, hit your bell notifications. Again, thanks for the super chats. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. And then someone's putting here that they're going to go out and start filming cops. You're on Delete Laws right now, my friend. This is Delete Laws. You can go ahead and subscribe to this channel as well. They keep on unsubscribing people. A couple people in the chat today said that they were unsubscribed, but just stay strong. We're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. I want to real quick just give you Hendry's information so that you guys know where to look for Hendry's information. And I'm just going to go right here and pull this video up that I made of him yesterday. And I put it up on the channel right here, Craig Hendry. So I'm just going to show this video for one quick second. We're not going to watch this whole video. You guys have already seen this. So this is Craig Hendry right here. And I threw in Brian from Here's the Deal. Where is it? There it is. Okay, cool. So now right here, this is Craig's information right there. Can you guys all see that? That is Craig Hendry, inmate number 16875844, Vermilion County Jail, 1888 South State Road 63, Hillsdale, Indiana 47854. If you want to send him books, make sure that you buy the book from Amazon. It's going to be a soft cover and send it. If you're going to send him any mail, it has to be black ink on white paper. I found, just so you know, I have all my letters here from jail. I was going to read a few of them, but as I started to get through it, put me back into like a little bit of a depression. And I was just like, ugh, it was just so painful. It's just, yeah, but let's not make any promotion, random country. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. Michael Eline is here, everybody. Make sure you guys get over to Michael Eline's channel and subscribe to his channel. But there are videos here that I have backed up, and I want to share all these videos with you guys. Here's another video that will help get this channel demonetized. But you know what? We don't stop. Take a screenshot of that if you guys want to. You know, I'll take a screenshot too, and I'll put this in my community tab. There it is right there. There it is right there. So I got a screenshot of that. If you guys want to send him a letter, tell him you love him, you support him, and that he's awesome. And don't let anybody tell you anything
Can I
different.
talk to you real quick? Okay, sounds good. You're being stopped roadway safety because you're walking in the middle of the road anyway.
Your car in the way. It's on the sidewalk, so I'm gonna walk around it. It's a private.
From all the way down there you are?
I work. I'm in this building right here, the coalition.
Okay, he's just going to talk to you and give you, let you know what the rules are and everything.
You don't know walking in the streets.
Right. You have your ID with you?
No.
You don't have your ID with you?
No, I just got dropped off at this place right here.
Okay. You have Florida license or ID card?
Go.
Okay. I'm going to get your information because we're going to write you a warning for it, okay? Just step over here, please.
So the cops block the sidewalk, and then they tell him,
Buddy, can I talk to
park car on the sidewalk, so he can't walk down the sidewalk. So he goes to walk around the car. They entrap him.
you real quick? Okay, sounds good. You're being stopped roadway safety because you're walking in the middle of the road anyway.
Your car in the way. It's on the sidewalk, so I'm gonna walk around it.
Wow, absolutely unbelievable. The cops park their car on the sidewalk. He can't walk around the car, and then stop him for a roadway safety warning, which is just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. And we're seeing this all over the country, everywhere you go.
From all the way down there you are?
I'm in this building right here, the coalition.
Okay, he's just going to talk to you and give you, let you know what the rules are and everything.
You don't know
I see.
Right. You have your ID with you?
No.
You don't have your ID with you?
No, I just got dropped off at this place right here.
Okay. You have Florida license or ID card?
Go.
Okay. I'm going to get your information because we're going to write you a warning for it, okay? Just step over here, please. Doesn't matter. I'll tell you one thing. If she walks up here, I'm going to give her one warning and then she's going to go to jail. Hey, man, you got to use sidewalk, buddy.
Look, it's a dude walking the street right now, and they ain't stopping him.
Because we're with you right now. So once we're
So
done
I
with you,
don't
then
know
we get
if
the
you
next
come over
person.
here
And
and
the next
help
person.
you on witness, please, because they stopped me for no reason. They said they're gonna give me a warning for walking in the street, and I never heard that before. I walk.
Thanks, Selwyn.
Sidewalk, so they said they're gonna give me a warning for walking around it. I'm walking. I'm doing the same thing you did. I'm just walking by. You see me just doing it? I'm walking by, man. I don't know what's going on.
No, ma'am. Call last. Am I yelling at you?
No, ma'am. It's just okay. I'm
Put your hands behind your back.
For what? I ain't done damn thing.
Yep, sounds great.
No. No.
We're not going to deal with this. This isn't how it works.
Wow, that is so absolutely unbelievable. When did they decide to arrest him?
Because we're with you right now. So once we're
So
done
I
with you,
don't know
then we get
if
the
you
next
come over
person.
here
And
and
the next
help you
person.
on witness, please, because they stopped me for no reason. They said they're gonna give me a warning for walking in the street, and I never heard that before. I walk, and they're blocking the sidewalk, so they say they're gonna give me a warning for walking around it. I'm walking. I'm doing the same thing you did. I'm just walking by. You see me just doing it? I'm walking by, man. I don't know what's going on.
No, ma'am. Call last. Am I yelling at you?
No, ma'am. It's just okay. I'm
Put your hands behind your back.
For what?
Stick your hands behind your back.
Yep, sounds great.
No. No.
We're not going to deal with this. This isn't how it works.
Wow, so freaking unbelievable. Thanks, Eldwin. Appreciate you, man. Listen, This is unbelievable. This cop should be fired. When you wrongfully arrest somebody, whether you get convicted of it, or whether you get charged with it, whether IA investigates the dirty copper and says that he did something wrong or not, whether or not he gets sued or not, when we see it on camera that the cop wrongfully kidnaps somebody, puts him in torture cuffs and drags him down to a dungeon, that cop should be fired. He should be gone. Absolutely gone. There's no reason in the world this should be happening in our country. This is our country. We got to take it back from these dirty jackboot thug pigs. Put it in the comment section, JBTP. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I mean, Jojo, the cat, the pizza cat, the disconnect is real for 2024. It is so unbelievable. I mean, Jody says they got to get that bonus though. Wow. Just so unbelievable. I mean, Seldwin said this can't be real. No, this is real. Make it make sense. Yes, Freeman Keys. So just so you know, we put money on Dawn's books today. We could probably use a little bit more funding for Craig Hendry. We could probably use a little bit more money. And any money that you donate to my Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo, I take it, I send it to Danelle Brown, who's in the chat, and then she puts it on his books through Jail ATM. I sent him Atlas Shrugged. And here's the funny part. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. So let me speak on something here for just 1 second. Shits and giggles. Thanks. Appreciate it. America, bud. 100%. So weird. So let me tell you something. If you guys have not read Atlas Shrugged or Fountainhead, written by Ayn Rand, there's so much misinformation. You were told what the book was about. You were told what the book meant. And then you went with that idea. Not you in particular. I'm talking in the generic you. People who made comments about Ayn Rand. Why would you send him Ayn Rand? Have you read the book? Fountainhead is literally my favorite book of all time, written by Ayn Rand. It's similar to Atlas Shrugged and completely different. But Ayn Rand, the two books that she wrote several books. I read them all. Somebody in the chat here sent me every single Ayn Rand book there was when I was in the dungeon. I read them all. Fountainhead's now my favorite book of all time. And Atlas Shrugged is a freedom manifesto. It's about freedom. It's about the government encroaching on us over and over and over. That's what Atlas Shrugged is about. Atlas Shrugged is about you doing and being the best you can, and you making all the money you can, and you get to keep your money. The government's not entitled to your money. That's what Atlas Shrugged is about. That's what it's about. There's a lot of other parallels. It's not a book about a railroad, about a steel company. That's not what the book is about. It's about you. It's about where your place is in this world, about what you stand for, about who you are. Are you a prime mover? Are you a supporter? Are you for truth and justice and transparency? Or are you a government shill? Ayn Rand writes about the overreach of government upon us. Don't tread on me. You could put that right across the book, Atlas Shrugged. It could be called Don't Tread on Me. If you have not read Atlas Shrugged, and it's 1,200 pages, so it's a real commitment. I've read it 3 times. I've read Fountainhead 5 times. I was in a dungeon, just sitting there. And Atlas Shrugged and Fountainhead are books you can go back and say, I'm going to read this section right here. I'm going to reread this section right here. Oh, I'm going to read this chapter right here. Atlas Shrugged is a great book. Don't judge a book by its cover or by what somebody told you Atlas Shrugged was about. If you have not read the book, don't make stupid comments. Do you know what I mean? I mean, people are going to make stupid comments. I guess that's your freedom to make all the stupid comments you want. But I'm just saying, it is about freedom. It is about liberty. It is about the government overreaching, overstepping. That's what Atlas Shrugged is about. It's about you being a prime mover in society. That's truly what it's about. I want you guys to understand what it is. Yeah, this next one is, this is gonna, does your blood want to boil? Someone put the link for the new channel. Let me put it here. Tomorrow is a premiere on the new channel. Here is a copy of the link to the premiere tomorrow. Subscribe to this new channel here, Chad. Chad's great. Chad, how's the hoodie working out for you, brother? Listen, I've got hoodies in stock, small, double XL, and triple XL. They run a little small, so double XL is going to run a little small for double XL. Triple XL is going to run a tiny bit small for triple XL. But I've got small, double XL, and triple XL. I have those hoodies in stock, and I still have every size women's t-shirt: small, medium, large, extra large, double XL. I just don't have any triple XL. Oh, you love it? You love the hoodie? I actually gave away my last hoodie to somebody in the chat. I gave away my last hoodie to somebody in the chat. He bought it. He bought it from me. But I said, listen, I've worn this one. Do you care? It's the last large I have. And he's like, yeah, I want it anyway. So I sent it to him. So thanks. I appreciate it. You wear it all the time? That's so awesome. That's so awesome. Go to deletelaws.com or hit me up on Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App, and I will send that bad chicken right out to you. And Ledzo TVO, I sent off your hoodie today, brother. I sent you the tracking number. It's in Signal. It is in Signal. Chili is real, no cap. Jojo the Pizza Cat. God bless you, man. Thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate it. North Texas man fights extremely rare ticket handed to him by Collin County deputy.
Well, this morning, a Collin County man.
We might be making a phone call on this one. I'm going to pull up their number real quick while we watch this video. We might be making a phone call at the end of this video. So let's check this out. I'm going to have to interrupt it so that it's sorry about that. I'm going to have to interrupt it so it's a reaction video, but this video is going to make your blood boil.
And has a court hearing for an extremely rare traffic ticket for something that really most of us all do. He's accused of illegally honking his horn, but at a deputy. And now the traffic stop itself is under scrutiny. It all started when the man said that the deputy was driving recklessly on Highway 75.
I check my mirror, go to move over, and right here is when he comes swinging up past me. He didn't have his lights on. He didn't have lights, sirens, nothing. I hit the exit right here, and this is when I just felt that I needed to have a conversation with him. It wasn't that I want to follow this guy. It was more of, why is he driving the way he is? You got a reason for your speed? Huh? You got a reason for your speed? Yes, I'm going to a car. Are you going to? Where's your lights and sirens, sir? Are you lying to me, sir? What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number, sir? What's your name and badge number? I was trying to get your attention.
Okay.
That's not
Is there an emergency? Was there an emergency?
I had a question.
Was on a
Yeah,
call.
because I almost hit you.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get your attention because I'm trying to figure out why you can pass me at 100 plus miles an hour.
This motor's not going to go that fast. Okay. All right. But I'm trying to stop cars on the highway.
Trying to stop cars on the highway. You flew past me. I almost killed you.
Exactly.
I almost killed you. I had my turn signal on.
I was trying to stop a car that was on the highway and catch up with them, and you flagged me down and used your horn.
Because I almost killed you because you weaved around me getting on the highway.
That's the inherent risk of being on a motorcycle. Okay?
With no lights, no sirens. I did not see you. You were not using your vehicle in the form of an emergency capacity. First thing he asked me for is my driver's license. He just wants to see my driver's license. Kind of just asked him, for what? And that's when he said unnecessary use of a horn. I was using my emergency horn incorrectly.
All right. So I-Team producer Kelsey Mittauer joins us now. I mean, you and Jason Allen worked on this story together. Big question we all have, is honking your horn illegal?
Man, that just has my blood boiling, that the cop can harass you, ticket you for honking your horn at him. I was on earlier today, Detective Matt Thornton. You guys know who Detective Matt Thornton is? He's got a YouTube channel. I watch his channel. Detective Matt Thornton is a friend of mine, and I really like the guy. It's beyond YouTube. We have a friendship beyond YouTube. And Detective Matt Thornton, when I got out of the dungeon, we had a series of conversations, of communications, where he he's he's part of the reason why I say that it's not all pigs. They're not all pigs. Just a very large percentage of them are. But Detective Matt Thornton earlier today had a live stream, and I went on his live stream, and they're not all dirty, nasty pigs. That's a dirty, nasty pig right there. He's a jackboot thug pig. Put it in the comment section, JBTP. We don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop. JBTP. And if you guys are not subscribed to Detective Matt Thornton, he is the only cop in America who sits on video, puts a microphone up to his mouth and says, this cop is harassing the guy filming. When are you cops going to learn that there's cameras everywhere? Detective Matt Thornton is really a G. He's really a G. I mean, and so that's why I wanted to say, as hard as it is to accept, because do I think that majority of them will hide and cover up for other them? Yeah, I think 90% of them are likely jackboot thug pigs. In this particular case, this one right here is a jackboot thug pig, but Detective Matt Thornton is not. So if there's one, then it's not all.
Some situations.
Same question I had, because I was like, wait a second, I've been doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Right? Yes. Okay, so I want to read it to make sure. According to state code, a driver shall use a horn to provide audible warning only when necessary to ensure safe operation.
Okay.
So to me, it's like somebody about to hit me, like I'm going to honk my horn, let them know I'm here, something like that. But yes, I guess that's technically if you want to get technical about the law, that's how you're supposed to use it. And in this case, the deputy, I guess, didn't feel like that was how he was using the horn.
Okay, so in this case, is he fighting the ticket?
He is fighting the ticket, but first let me tell you how rare this ticket is.
Okay.
So we pulled data from 2022. That's the last or the most recent report because I wanted to know how many tickets were issued in total, right? In the state in 2022, 3.9 million citations. I wasn't one of them, I will say. So then after we pulled that, I said, how many tickets for unnecessary use of a horn? And it was 8. 8 out of 3.9 million. So it is so rare.
8
I mean,
tickets
we're talking about
out of 3.9
single digits of people who
million.
get this ticket.
And you mentioned today there is a court hearing about this situation because he is going to be fighting it. You're going to be following it. But what is the sheriff's office saying about it? Because we know there's always two sides to every story. They're obviously probably investigating it, I would assume.
Yeah, that actually surprised me because I kind of thought it would be settled. You know, you give a citation, maybe the driver wants to fight it, and that's the way it is. But they actually did tell us, they said the entire encounter is under review. They're looking at it, I guess, from start to finish. They haven't released the body cam video or anything like that. They haven't even released like the basics. They sent it to the attorney general because they said it's not public right now. He is going to fight it. He has a court hearing this morning because the fine.
Wow, I can't believe that this news agency played the audio as they were talking.
For the horn is $189.
That was my next question, was how much was the citation?
Yes, it's not cheap.
Okay.
It's not cheap. $189, and that's he could have to pay that today. I don't know. We'll find out. He's going to go to court. He has requested a trial by jury. I think he feels like pretty confident that people would be like, listen, I want to honk my horn. But yeah, just all about context.
All right. Well, we'll have to see how it plays out. Again, Kelsey and the I-team going to be following this case throughout the day today.
So you guys remember the pig that killed Sonia Massey. And if you guys don't know the backstory of this, you'll find out that this pig had previously been to her house. The Heathen is here. What is going on, The Heathen? Good to see you guys. Drop in the comment section, OTVO. Let me give a couple shout outs. Rebel Studio is here. Rebel, I went by your channel the other day. I watched a couple of videos. Thanks for your honesty. I appreciate that, man. Sacramento Lini is here. Sacramento Lini is here. Good to see you. Yeah, so just write a ticket and F off. What's the matter? You is here. What is going on? Good to see you, Meta Boss. Thank you for coming. Christopher, nice to see you. Here's the new channel, everybody. If you guys, tomorrow, the first premiere of the first video comes out on First Amendment Auditor. I super appreciate you guys. Brent is in here. James is in here. Good to see everybody. Let me give a shout out to I Plead the Fifth is in here. Thank you, brother. You're a huge supporter. Where's Chevy? Chevy's a huge supporter too. Where is Chevy? And real quick shout out to Cope Doggy Dog and OTV Overturn Terry versus Ohio. Love you, brother. Love you, man. Air hug for you. You know what? I may be in your neck of the woods really soon. So let's jump on the phone and let's plan on getting together. I would love to see you, man. With that, Grateful Dabs is here. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Added the new channel. And by the way, some of you guys, I added you as moderators on the new channel. You guys have carte blanche. You can do whatever you want to do over there. Check the new channel and see if I added you as a moderator. And just a real quick shout out to all of the moderators who work here on Team DLZ absolutely for free. I don't pay anybody any money. They put in tons and tons of time. It's just, Milena is here. Good to see you. Dr. Donna, always good to see you. Bob is here. Gary Bryant. What's up, Gary Bryant? Gary Bryant has donated to every single person who I've ever done a fundraiser for. Gary Bryant has chipped in. So it's just, Truth Keeper is in here. What is going on? What is going on? And then a shout out to Clash with Bao from Jaime. Is it Jamie or Jaime? I'm not really sure. OTVO. OTVO. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it, OTVO. God bless you, man. We don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop. Under any circumstances, under any conditions. You know, listen, I may come out to Jersey here pretty soon because I want to get out there and I want to film some cops out in Jersey. I hear Jersey's a really bad police state. But now check this out. This guy right here is getting moved to a different jail because he's in danger.
Breaking news. The former deputy accused of killing a woman inside her home is now in Macon County. Sean Grayson was transferred to the Macon County Jail today. This is his latest mugshot. We're told the 30-year-old was transferred to a new jail at the request of Menard County officials. He's been in Menard County Jail since his arrest in July. He's charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder. The former Sangamon County deputy shot and killed Sonia Massey on July 6th.
Thanks for watching. Stick around by subscribing today and don't.
Why does he get preferential treatment? Why does he get preferential treatment when he's a murderer? He should be subjected. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I am known across the country, no matter what city or state I go to. When I walked into the jail, a good percentage of the people in jail and a good percentage of the dungeon masters knew who I was. I wasn't put in some protective custody. Why does this jackboot thug pig who murdered Sonia Massey, why does he get preferential treatment? He should have to survive as I had to survive. And there were people in there who didn't like me.
Told the 30-year-old was transferred to a new jail at the request of Menard County officials. He's been in Menard County Jail since his arrest in July. He's charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder.
3 counts of first-degree murder. Absolutely incredible. Oh, I love this guy. I want to show you guys this guy. He made this next guy, he made his entire channel off of Make It Make Sense. And I haven't seen this video yet, but I saw it pop up and I recognized him.
Pardon.
Have you ever run away from the cops? Would you like to?
This guy right here. I saw him come up. I don't know if that's his TikTok channel or not, but this guy made his entire living off Make It Make Sense. He started that slogan, Make It Make Sense, that saying. It was him who did it, and I give him all the credit in the world. Always nice to see your videos, Rebel Studios. Thank you. I appreciate your truth.
Shit's getting weird. Pardon, Infinity.
Have you ever run away from the cops? Would you like to? If your answer is yes, this is your chance. Sherwood Police is inviting the community for a game of hide and seek where armed officers will try to tag you as you run from them in the dark of night. This unique event is getting a lot of mixed reactions. A lot of people, mostly online, are questioning if the event will truly strengthen the community's trust in their officers. Some say running from police shouldn't be a laughing matter. And there's a lot of concern about officers being in full uniform and armed with real guns.
You don't say. Hide and seek with officers while they got their guns? I'm good. I'll pass. Thank you very much. I'm straight. Okay, who okayed this? Who thought this was a good idea? Who was like, yeah, you know what? This will really get them on our side. Who? They really came to the community like,
hello, everybody. Thank you all for coming to this police officer community get-together. As you all know, Halloween is coming up very soon, and we thought we'd do something special for the community. What do you guys think about a Halloween hide and seek? Any questions?
Yeah, I got a question, Officer Lincoln. Is this going to be in the daytime or the nighttime?
Now, that's a great question. It's going to be in the middle of the night to give the niggas a real chance. You know how they can blend in the night, huh?
In the middle of the night?
Oh, Hell. Is there anything else you want to let us know? Yes, of course. It's going to be a 10-mile radius. It's going to be 15 of us, and we're going to be armed. What? Wait, why? Well, how else are we going to shoot you without our weapons? Come on, now you can't be asking stupid questions. Anyways, it's about time to start. Everybody go ahead. 3, 2, 1, go ahead and hide, and we're going to come and seek.
Listen, all jokes aside.
I mean, his skit wasn't very funny, but it was honest, wasn't it? Like, this is a reaction video, so let me jump in and interrupt it for a minute. What makes the cops think that I want to be hunted by them for fun? The nightmares that I have about the dungeon, it's mostly about the guards. Well, the nightmares I have about the dungeon are mostly being put back in the dungeon. It's I mean, it's so true. This guy is an absolute G for the way he presents himself. You got to give him all the credit in the world.
This is actually wild. Okay. I respect police officers. This is still wild. Okay. I'm not going out to do a hide and seek in the middle of the night and y'all have your weapons. No way. Can I carry mine? I can? Exactly. Hell no. Shit's good.
Somebody sent me another video about that, Arizona. Thanks for the email. I appreciate it.
What was it like watching this video?
So
In 2 minutes.
So I believe this is the guy's mom. Pretty sure it's the mom.
Video clearly shows Penny had no idea why federal agents were there or how they could clear.
Oh, did I show the wrong video? That's okay. We'll watch it from the beginning so you guys understand it.
Federal agents falsely arrested a 66-year-old Valley woman at gunpoint. The ABC 15 investigators are first to have exclusive new video of the shocking arrest. We broke the story and now have the footage prompting more questions about this wild case of mistaken identity.
Please don't move!
It took the federal government more than 6 months to publicly release this dramatic video.
Hands up! Hands up!
6
Revealing
months.
visuals highlighting a significant error by U.S. Marshals.
Turn around.
And it also proves what 66-year-old Penny McCarthy knew all along.
Ever since this happened, sorry, I am so freaking disappointed in my government. It's not funny.
You know, it's not just her that's disappointed in the government. Put a 1 in the chat if you're greatly disappointed in the government. If it's become the government is a hammer and you're a nail, and the only way to solve any problem is to put you in a dungeon. That's what's happening in our country. Everybody's getting arrested. Everybody's going to jail for no good reason. Now, this woman's 67 years old. I'm 50. It's hard to get up. It's hard to train. It's hard to do 3-4 days in a row on the exercise bike, push-ups, sit-ups, burpees. It's hard. Imagine being 67, being put in torture cuffs and dragged down to the dungeon. Put a 1 in the chat if you know what it's like to be put in torture cuffs and dragged down to a dungeon. Absolutely disgusting.
Away from the sound of my voice.
This exclusive new police body camera footage captures the moment 6 U.S. Marshals, armed with rifles, wrongfully arrested Penny outside her Phoenix home.
You have an arrest warrant. Turn away from the sound of my voice. Yes, for you. Who am I? Turn away. Turn around.
Turn away. You're gonna get hit.
The video clearly shows Penny had no idea why federal agents were there
tabs.
or how they could have a warrant for her arrest.
I truly, truly believed I was being kidnapped.
Do you want to confirm who I am?
ABC 15 fought for 6 months to obtain these videos through a
ABC
federal
15.
public records request. But
Now, once again, ABC 15 doing a great job.
for 6 months to obtain these videos through a federal public records request. The first time we're seeing exactly what led to Penny's arrest.
Turn around and face away from me.
And it all happened in less than 2 minutes.
Look how they're treating this old lady. If you're really a man and you're tough, it's just, you don't need to point a gun at a 67-year-old woman and be afraid.
Yeah, bro, you're the
Ma'am, you see that we're the police.
How did I see that?
Ma'am, you're gonna get. If you turn around.
What was it like watching this video?
It just makes me more angry than before.
Penny's story started with an email. No one believed her until ABC 15 listened to what happened. And we
ABC 15 doing their job. Good job over there, guys. Thank you for doing what you're doing.
uncovered serious failures by the federal government.
I'd like to know why this person was arrested as Ms. Rozak.
Just days after our investigation aired, and in direct response to our reporting, prosecutors dropped the case against Penny.
So the reporting got them to drop the case.
And the federal government admitted it was wrong. Penny never should have been arrested.
I'm not Carol Ann Rozak. I've never been Carol Ann Rozak.
She was not this woman, Carol Ann
Wow. And this woman's way younger than her.
Rozak, not the Oklahoma fugitive federal agents thought she was. Not the person seen in this mugshot from 20 years ago who was
20
wanted on a
years
parole
ago.
violation for nonviolent crimes. What do you see on these videos?
I see abuse of power, period.
This brings us back to the body camera footage and Penny's crucial question.
Do you want to confirm who I am?
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. We'll discuss this later.
Wow.
Never discussed it later.
Stop moving and stop looking back. Stop looking back.
Can you prove you're the police?
Ma'am, you see that we're the police.
How do I see that?
Ma'am,
I don't know you're anybody. This is not my world. This does not happen to me.
if you turn around again, you're getting taped. Understand me?
They did nothing but treat me like crap and lie to me.
Despite Penny insisting she could prove who she was, it's not until Penny's in handcuffs, U.S. Marshals finally tell her who they think they're arresting.
Carol Rozak. That's not who I am. Penny McCarthy. Yes. Yes. But I've never been Carol Rozak. I can prove who I am. Okay.
How would you
Wow. Listen to this again. Listen to this again.
who they think they're arresting?
Carol Rozak. That's
Carol Rozak. And she says, that's not who I am.
not who I am. Penny McCarthy. Yes. Yes. But I've never been Carol Rozak. I can
I've never been Carol Rozak. I can prove who I am.
prove who I am. Okay.
How would you describe this case?
A textbook example of federal agencies not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Later,
Josh
Balloon Thief.
Goldschmidt is a criminal defense
Everybody say goodbye to Balloon Thief. Thanks for coming by, man. Appreciate you coming.
attorney with years of experience as a federal prosecutor for the U.S. Attorney's Office.
This case is concerning because of the manner in which Ms. McCarthy was arrested.
We asked him to review the videos and evidence in Penny's case. Your reaction?
It is stunning to watch, and it's scary that this can happen in America.
Kolscher believes the videos show Phoenix U.S. Marshals used excessive force.
This was an aggressive arrest, and it's unreasonable on so many levels.
He also calls into question how federal agents made this arrest before fully verifying Penny's identity.
In this case, they didn't do that. We have to hold these agencies and the agents accountable.
The only public accountability we do have
Later, Balloon.
regarding the clear disconnect between Penny and Carol comes from
Wow.
this court audio recording a day after she's detained, when the judge also questions why Penny was arrested.
But it is strictly based upon information that they had, Facebook postings that led and some aliases. It
Evidence
is
that
not
wasn't sufficient to go forward with a hearing. A full fingerprint analysis would confirm Penny's prints didn't match, proving U.S. Marshals arrested the wrong person.
Yeah.
The U.S. Marshals are above the law, is what it says to me. And the United States government allows that to happen.
Do you want to confirm who I am?
It's a hell of a system.
Yeah.
We are committed to getting answers for Penny. We asked U.S. Marshals multiple times for their perspective on the video you just watched, but the agency did not respond by our deadline. In a previous statement, the U.S. Marshals said it was conducting a thorough review of the actions taken by Deputy U.S. Marshals, but the federal government has yet to provide an update on that review. We will keep asking questions. I'm investigator Jennifer Kovaleski, ABC 15.
So,
Arizona.
So you're supposed to be able to hold federal agents accountable. This is the Bivens case from 1971, the Supreme Court ruled that implied cause of action existed for individuals whose Fourth Amendment protection against unreasonable search and seizures had been violated. The victim of such deprivation could sue for the violation of the Fourth Amendment itself, despite the lack of any federal statute authorizing such a suit. The existence of a remedy for the violation was implied by the importance of the right violated. The case was understood to create a cause of action against the federal government similar to U.S. 42, 1983, which I've sued for several times. However, the court sharply limited the new Bivens claim. The Supreme Court upheld Bivens claims only 3 times: Davis versus Passman, Carlson versus Green, Ziegler versus Abbasi, and Egbert versus Boole. Any claim that is not highly similar to the facts in Bivens, excessive force during arrest, sex discrimination, inadequate care in prison, is new context which Bivens will not be extended. If there's any reason to think that Congress might be better equipped to create damages ready. So I'll read a little bit of this case to you guys so you understand exactly what happened. Federal Bureau of Investigations, in this case it's federal agents again, searched the Brooklyn home of the plaintiff Webster Bivens and arrested him without a warrant. Chemical charges were filed but were later dismissed by a U.S. commissioner, now called a magistrate judge. Bivens filed a lawsuit alleging the violation of his Fourth Amendment protection against unreasonable search and seizure. The government claimed that the violation allowed for only a state law claim, for invasion of privacy, and that the Fourth Amendment provided no cause of action, but only a rebuttal defense for the Federal Bureau of Narcotics agents. The district court agreed and dismissed the suit. What do I say? You lose in district court if overturned Terry versus Ohio is in here. So in case you guys don't know, let me jump in here real quick. Overturned Terry versus Ohio has a federal civil rights lawsuit going. His case was just recently dismissed at the district level. So when he sent me that his case had been dismissed at the district level, I replied back to him, congratulations, that's awesome. And he replied back to me, why is that awesome? I said, because now you're past the first step. You can't win in district court most of the time. Some people do, not very often. You're going to lose in district court. And everybody who's ever filed knows that. The district court agreed and dismissed the suit for lack of subject matter jurisdiction. And for Bivens' failure to state a claim, you're going to hear that all the time, which relief can be granted. The Second Circuit Court of Appeals affirmed it. So they went to the circuit court and it was affirmed again. So then, like I said, a broken clock is right twice a day. The Supreme Court granted certiorari. And on that second issue of whether a plaintiff can bring a claim in a federal court based solely on alleged violations of his Fourth Amendment rights, Bivens was represented pro bono by Stephen A. Grant. Where's Stephen A. Grant today? This was a case in 1970, was 71 or 79? 71. So Grant's gone. He's not around anymore. Decision. The Supreme Court, an opinion by Justice Brennan, who was the leader of the Supreme Court, one of the longest serving Supreme Court justices in U.S. history, laid down a rule that it will infer that a private right action for monetary damages where no other federal remedies provided for the vindication of a constitutional right based on the principle for every wrong there is a remedy. Based on the principle for every wrong there is remedy. The court reasoned based upon presumption that where there is a violation of a right, the plaintiff can recover whatever he could recover until any civil action, unless Congress has expressly curtailed the right of recovery or there exists some special factors for counseling and hesitation. But this is the case that allows Clown Patrol. Are you in here? Clown Patrol, I added you. I haven't done that before, but if you go over to First Amendment Auditor Clown Patrol, I added you as a mod because Clown Patrol's been around for a long time. So I put him as a moderator over there. So this right here, this is the case that allows you to file your US 42 1983, the 1971 case of Bivens versus 6 unnamed federal agents. So if you ever read one of my filings, hey, thanks for the super chat, plead the fifth. I didn't see that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. Yes, focus here. Exactly correct. Listen, since I have been known in 2020, ever since I've been known, people have tried to distract me and I let them do it before. Not going to do that. I'm finishing Constitutional Law Scholar. And I'm finishing First Amendment Auditor. That's what I'm doing. And I'm doing a faux police academy where I teach using First Amendment Auditor what the cops are doing wrong. I'm doing that. That's what I'm doing. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to be distracted by anybody or anything. People people are always going to do what people do. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay super, super focused on the task before me. There's things that we have to get done. And this next video, I couldn't wait to show this because I saw this video. It's 2 days old. I wonder where it's at now. Data, by the way, who has copied all of the, so he's riding his motorcycle and the cops are going to claim that it's a stolen motorcycle as he's in his own lane, obeying all traffic laws in complete motorcycle gear. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to abuse him. Look at that. Wait for it. I got to escape and zoom in tight here. They're going to do this thing where they try to break, and they do break his wrist, actually. Breaking his wrist. They're breaking his wrist. Don't resist and relax. You're trying to help him as you're breaking his bones. You're breaking his bones, and you're saying you're trying to help him.
What are you doing?
Absolutely disgusting. I'm going to watch it through one more time. It absolutely took everything inside of me not to interrupt. That was so painful to watch. Watch these dirty jackboot thug pigs attack this guy. They don't give him any warning, nothing. He's sitting on his motorcycle at the stoplight, obeying all traffic laws, and the cops just attack him. And once they attack him and take him down, then they break his wrist. They're trying to break his bones for no reason. And they're going to say, oh, we thought the motorcycle was stolen. Well, then why didn't you come up and stand in front of him and grab him? Why'd they throw him on the ground and start beating on him and break his bones? Because the American system, the Israeli system of policing us has completely and utterly decimated our culture, our society, and freedom. And you're seeing it. You're seeing it happen every single day in every single way. I saw that one. I'm not going to show that one. Someone, dude, that literally pisses me off beyond the pale to see these cops attack this guy and then break his wrist and tell him as they're breaking his bones, relax, relax, we're trying to help you. Then why are you attacking him and why are you breaking his bones? Just infuriating, absolutely infuriating. Oh man, you guys are going to love this one. It's another one.
New video tonight of the Tennessee state trooper who was arrested twice for violating an order of protection against him.
And Nicholas Collins was a state trooper in the Fall Branch District for the Tennessee Highway Patrol. That district covers 14 counties in Northeast Tennessee. Last week, Collins was terminated after the agency placed him on leave in mid-February after orders of protection were placed against him. Yesterday, a Sullivan County, Tennessee judge denied his bond motion.
News Channel 11's Ansley Daniel is live in our Kingsport bureau with the video from the day he was served that order of protection. And Ansley, you also spoke with Collins' attorney.
Yes, I did. And here are those affidavits of complaint against Nicholas Collins. 2 of them being violations of orders of protection, 1 of them including domestic violence as well as vandalism.
I got it, brother. I know why you're here.
Okay.
And
Well,
I will accept them with no problem.
give me just a second. There's some procedures I got to follow here, okay?
The almost 20-minute video starts out with Nicholas Collins introducing himself,
I'm Trooper Collins. And I know exactly why you're here.
Okay.
as well as Trooper Blankenship and Sergeant Moore, who you see there in the video. As Washington County Lieutenant Mike Foster reads off the order of protection, things take a turn.
I don't need you to read it to me.
Listen, I'm not insulting your intelligence.
Yes, you are.
The
When
law,
I ask you a question, I'll get to it.
the law says I have to read this stuff verbatim
I
to
know
you,
what the
okay?
damn law says. I am the law.
I know what the damn law is. I am the law. You know how stupid you sound, Piggy?
Well, okay.
The video continues to get heated, with several curse words and Collins becoming angry.
You wasted 30 minutes of my damn time, which is
I
precious.
have to serve this to you the same way it's served to anybody.
The former trooper is being represented by attorney Joseph McMurray out of Kingsport.
Some of those things that he said are indefensible. I cannot, there's no words that I could put together that will make you think that, oh, well, that's okay. But at the end of the day, if you look at the statute, it's not a crime. It's not a crime to say I am the law. It's not a crime to say I know what the law is and slam your police cruiser.
This is a reaction video, so allow me to react to that cop sucking lawyer. What a piece of shit. I mean, forgive me for the language. I've used like 3 curse words during this broadcast. I apologize. Just disgusting. It's just disgusting. These cops. I'll tell you, April Rain is here. I just saw April. Hey, April, what's going on? Good to see you. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. This is just disgusting. It's just absolutely, yeah. And then Mountain Mover said it. East Coast, West Coast, North Coast, South Coast, everywhere you go, we're inundated with jackboot thug pigs. Put it in the comment section, JBTP. It's absolutely disgusting. And you want to know who's got a story? Grateful Dabs has got a story. If you want to hear a story, Grateful, Grateful, do you want to do an interview? Do you want me to call you on the phone? Do you want to do an interview? Do you want to do a phone interview and we can leave your face off it? Or if you want, we can do a Zoom interview. I'll pre-record it and I'll put your story out. Grateful Dabs got so screwed, you can't even imagine it. You can't even imagine. As I was listening to a story, because when you talk to a victim of the police, you want to listen and you don't want to interrupt. It's hard. And I'm getting better at it. I'm only 3 years into doing interviews with people, but it takes a long time. Overturn Terry versus Ohio. Overturn Terry versus Ohio. Good to see you. Jackboot Thug Pig. What is JBTP backwards? Pigs, Thug, Boot, Jack? Is that what that is? Yeah, Grateful Dabs, let me know. I've been thinking about your story. I Plead the Fifth is taken off for 15 minutes. Thanks for coming by. I Plead the Fifth. I Plead the Fifth. I added you as a mod on the new 1AA channel. So you have moderators. There's a few people. I Am the Law, that kind of, it's such complete and utter bullshit.
Murray says the video and affidavits don't provide all the context of the situation.
This is a small snapshot of Trooper Collins's life. I mean, this is a point that undoubtedly he's struggling with, and it's a personal struggle. I don't think he made the best decisions in how to react to that, but I've yet to see enough evidence that would convince me that those decisions that he did make were crimes.
While the video doesn't bring any charges against Collins, it is being used in court.
There's your copy. You don't have to sign it.
I don't need the damn copy.
This is what I'm talking about. When the cops show up to your house, when they show up around you, whether you're using the trifold or the cop cards, you always plead the Fifth Amendment. Both the cop cards, the first step is to start filming and plead the Fifth Amendment. The trifold is to start filming and plead the Fifth Amendment. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Get the trifold on deletelaws.com. When you get the trifold, I give you the cop cards for free. You're welcome to purchase them. Thanks for your support. But if you get a trifold that I ship to you, the $25 version, I give you the cop cards for free. Put a 1 in the chat if you've got a free pair of cop cards from me when you ordered a trifold. Put a 1 in the chat if I just sent you a free pair of cop cards because you asked me to. These are gold. They go in your wallet. They're made out of the driver's license material, like your Visa, like your credit card. They go in your wallet. First step, start filming. Second stop, plead the Fifth Amendment. It's on both the driver and the non-driver cop card. Look at this dirty jackboot thug pig. He's a disgrace. and he talk, and they used that video in court against him. You cannot talk to these dirty jackboot thug pigs. Their whole goal is to arrest you, make you look bad, take you to the dungeon, steal your money, charge you a bounty to get your body, charge you a bounty for your car, give you multiple charges, make you hire a lawyer. It's just so unbelievable what we're seeing in this country. And that's the reason why I invented the Fifth Amendment cop cards and I invented the Fifth Amendment trifold. I mean, take a look at the people, 11111. Look how many people have the trifold and have the cop cards. There's a reason for that. It's not just that you need it to remember to plead the Fifth Amendment. It's that you got it in your hand, backed up by your phone, and you're saying, hey, I plead the Fifth. I plead the Fifth. They say something else. Don't ask me where I'm coming from, where I'm going, where I've been. Oh, so they're going to ask me these questions? Yes, they are. And you say what? I plead the Fifth Amendment. And you can do it nice. You can do it nice. You don't have to be mean. You don't have to be hostile. You don't have to be aggressive. But you want to plead the Fifth Amendment. You don't want to talk to them. This cop is absolute proof of that. Let's get into the next video. Go to deletelaws.com. If you buy a trifold, I'll give a trifold away to someone in the crowd who can't afford the $25 plus shipping and handling.
News tonight at 6. The Bernalillo County Sheriff's Department is at the center of yet another federal investigation.
So both the current and former deputy are facing federal charges for reportedly tipping off a drug trafficker before a planned DEA operation 3 years ago.
Griffin Rushton heard from Sheriff John Allen today and joins us with the latest on the case. Griffin.
Yeah, and we can tell you one of those deputies is potentially one step closer to a federal prison cell tonight. Former Deputy Kyle Linker pleaded guilty to one count of obstructing justice this week. The same day, a grand jury indicted current Deputy Paul Jessen on 5 counts. According to federal court documents, Linker and Jessen recruited a drug trafficker as a confidential informant back in 2021. That's after they found meth inside his Los Ranchos home. A few months later, Linker reportedly learned the DEA was...
I'm sorry, what did they find inside of his home?
According to federal court documents, Linker and Jessen...
Linker and Jessen? Is that his name?
Recruited a drug trafficker as a confidential informant.
They recruited him. Have you read the Mullen Commission? You can get it for free on my website, deletelaws.com. It talks about cops recruiting drug dealers and acting as the muscle or the dealer themselves.
Back in 2021. That's after they found meth inside his Los Ranchos home. A few months later, Linker reportedly learned the DEA was planning an operation near the trafficker's home. Prosecutors say he worked with Jessen to warn the trafficker, eventually advising him to shut down his operations. Documents say Linker and Jessen even brainstormed excuses for the trafficker to explain why he shut down his operation. Now, that trafficker was arrested at the end of 2021, and Linker was placed on administrative leave before eventually resigning from the department.
So that he can avoid having to face it and losing his peace officer certificate, they give them the resignation loophole.
A year later. As for Jessen, he was placed on administrative leave in 2022, but Sheriff Allen revealed today he decided to bring Jessen back in a limited capacity last year because the feds wouldn't tell him anything about the case.
We had no really inkling completely what we were dealing with. We had a gist of it, excuse the slang, but we had a gist of what was going on. So I felt that we could place him back in the field because we didn't know if he was going to be guilty, innocent. What is he facing? Is he going to be indicted? I had nothing to work with. I can't work with something that I don't know.
Oh, of course not. There's no way. But if it was you, he would work with something he didn't know to leave you in the dungeon.
Now, as we mentioned, Jessen was indicted Tuesday, and Sheriff Allen says he will be placed back on administrative leave, which means he's not fired, but he's not getting paid. It's not clear how long his case will take, but he's facing up to 70 years in federal prison. As for Linker, he is waiting to be sentenced after pleading guilty Tuesday, but he's only facing up to 20 years in federal prison. Now, we're going to share more about what Sheriff Allen had to say about the state of BCSO following this case. That's coming up at 6:30.
So I just put the link in the chat for the new channel that comes out tomorrow. I'll be posting 2 videos tomorrow. Thanks, April, for gifting the 5 memberships. I appreciate it. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Let me know if anybody who doesn't have a trifold in the chat. We're coming up on 2 hours. We'll probably be here another 45 minutes or an hour or so. So I want to make sure we get a few people who don't have trifolds that can't afford a trifold. And let me see if we sold any trifold so far during this live stream. For every trifold that we sell during the live stream, I'll give another trifold away. And it was my mission to try to get a trifold in every single car in America, to get the cop cards in every wallet in America. And I'm fulfilling that mission. Everybody knows that in the last, let me see, right there. So somebody in the chat right now, Vacone is in the chat. Vacone is in the chat. He purchased a trifold. So I'm going to give away a trifold today, right now, to somebody else who can't afford a trifold. And then I have Cody. Cody purchased a trifold, and I'm going to give away 2 trifolds now during this live stream. So, April, send me your, that's right. Let me jump in right now. Real quick. Let me just jump in real fast with April. Thank you for reminding me, April. I also am going to add you on 1AA. Okay, there we are. Cool. Got you right there. Ryut Serious Audits is in the room, everybody. Welcome, Ryut Serious Audits. Thanks for coming, Ryut. I actually called your name out earlier. You need a quad fold? I said I need a quad fold. No problem, man. Email me right now. I'm going to give away 2 free trifolds for the 2 people who purchased them. So if you would please send me right now your full mailing address and your username in that, so I can take a screenshot of it. You'll hear me take a screenshot as I do it. April, I added you as a moderator. She's such a huge supporter. Oklahoma Cop Watch is here, everybody. Let me put his comment up on the screen. Jennifer Hill is here. What is going on? Good to see you. Did you email me a Sean LOL? If you don't know what a trifold is, then you don't have one in your car, and you definitely should. They're $25 plus shipping and handling, and I send those priority mail to you when you buy one. The ones I give away for free, I just put in an envelope. You got to get your own rubber band, because I can't ship the rubber band and the cop cards in an envelope with the trifold, or the machines eat it. So that's the way it is. Yes, you can get a free one. If you shoot me an email right now, deletelaws@gmail.com, someone can give my email address. And this is if you can't afford it. Hollywood would. If you can't afford it, then shoot me an email. The ones you get digitally, you print out, they're $10. So go to my website right now. Do I hear 15 at Rights On? Ryut Serious Audits, Free Country is here. What is going on? James is here. Sean, go to my website, deletelaws.com, and find out what a trifold is, or put in how to use your trifold on this channel, and you'll see exactly what it is. And then Grateful Dabs, I didn't see your comment because I was watching videos. Is that right, Warren? I need to re-up on my cop cards. I had 30 pair and gave them away. Warren, I remember sending you cop cards for sure, 100%. So Warren, I'll tell you what, whatever you buy in cop cards, I will match, and I'll give you an additional. So if you order 3 cop cards, I'll give you 6. That's what I'll do. So any amount of cop cards you buy, I will match it. So you got to shoot me an email right now. Shoot me an email. And anybody, for the rest of y'all, go to deletelaws.com right now and purchase one. Support what you do. Support what I do. Support that I can give more trifolds away to other people. Thank you. I super appreciate it. It means the absolute world to me. Oh, I shut that box. So let me show you the next video. And here we are for the next video. Read the cover of this. Cop covers up his own DUI.
In today's story, we dive into a dirty cop branch, which covers up the chief's DUI record. This specific case comes from the state in the USA, named St. Louis. The cop pulled the chief over to find out he was 2 times over the limit. Not sure what to do, he phoned his higher-ups.
Later, Knuckle Bustin'. Appreciate you coming, man. Everybody said goodbye to Knuckle Bustin'. And thanks, Kaneda, for dropping that super chat. I'll give another trifold away. That's 3 trifolds I'm giving away.
And then this happened.
Thanks, Chris.
Do you have your driver license and insurance? The reason why I pulled you over, you've been weaving quite a bit.
Well, I know. Because I was eating.
Okay. Eating while driving. Okay. How long you been out in Hazelwood?
Since 1979.
Oh, wow.
I'm actually the police chief.
You're a police chief? Hazelwood? Can you just recite the alphabet starting with letter D and ending on the letter N without singing? So D to N without singing.
D-E-F. E-G-H. HIJK-QRS Waterway stop.
And how much longer do you have left out at Hazelwood? Or you just
9 months.
9 months? Hey, Sergeant.
Yeah.
Sorry to get you over here, but you made the big bucks. So, so Chief Hazelwood, he is hammered drunk right now.
Wow,
Yep.
is that right, Jackie?
Yeah, he's over it too. Yeah.
Let me interrupt this video and give a reaction and look at what Jackie Barr just wrote. She wrote, "They tried to have me be a confidential informant when they planted chemicals in my car before I knew my rights. They said they'd dropped the charges. I refused and got a felony." That does not shock me at all whatsoever. In 2002, when I was no-knock raided and arrested, I had to plead and get a diversion probation. I was on diversionary probation for 18 months. What a lot of people don't know is that when I would leave my house on that diversionary probation, if you have any interaction with a cop when you're on diversionary probation, then what happens is your sentence kicks in. And I had a chemical that had been illegal for 3 months. It was perfectly legal in December of 2001. It was illegal in January of 2002. They no-knock raided my house in April. And when I left, they tried to get me to become a CI as well. They followed me around, trailed me, would sit outside of my apartment. I remember I went to Runyon Canyon one time and there's 2 cops were following me. And I turned around and looked at them and I said, "You're not going to be able to keep up with me." And I ran up Runyon Canyon and left them straight in the dust. But Jackie, I actually totally understand your pain. I totally understand what you've gone through. I went through it myself. It was absolutely atrociously bad. Joel Juffis is chiming in and saying, horrible, horrible. Danelle Brown. Yeah. So listen, I only give away trifles and cop cards during a live stream. I get a lot of people who contact me after the live stream. You got to try to make sure you make the live stream to get a free cop card or free trifold.
All on, is it all on the dash?
It's the big bucks. So, so Chief Hazelwood, he is hammered drunk right now. Yep. Yeah. He's over it too. Yeah.
Is it all on the dash cam?
Yeah.
The driving and all the contacts so far?
Yeah.
What did he just ask him? Did he just ask him if it was all on the dash cam, the driving and the conversation so far, so that he can let the cop go?
So, so Chief Hazelwood, he is hammered drunk right now. Yep. Yeah. He's over it too. Yeah.
Is it all on the dash cam?
Yeah.
The driving and all the contacts so far?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a tough day and age, man. You know.
Wow.
When you have
cameras,
they insist on all these
cameras,
electronic things. And
is this Dirty Jack Boot Thug Pig saying they insist on all these cameras so we can't sweep this under the rug and let the chief get away with driving drunk? We just saw the other day on a video where that woman had killed 2 people drunk driving, and now they're saying that we wish we didn't have cameras so we could clear this chief of drunk driving. That's exactly what this Dirty Jack Boot Thug Pig is saying. You, my friend, are going to burn in hell for the shit you've done. You're a bad person. You're a piece of shit. Ooh, the shit word's just flying out of my mouth tonight. Put in the comment section, JBTP. Absolutely disgusting. Thank you, Plead the Fifth and Grateful Dabs. I will hit you up, dude. I will hit you up. Plead the Fifth, you're the man. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it.
Technology.
Mm-hmm.
Let me clear this and get just a clear recording for my editors here.
Yeah.
Is it all on the dash cam?
Yeah.
The driving and all the contacts so far?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a tough day and age, man. You know, when you have they insist on all these electronic things and technology.
Mm-hmm.
Nathan, if I take him home, or are you gonna have any issues?
Not at all. Not at all, Chief. I'm sorry to get you out here. I just
No, that's
want to make
okay.
sure.
That's okay, because you do what you got to do.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, I
Nope.
will take him home. I have known him for a lot of years.
Yeah, no, understandable. And again, sorry to wake you up, Chief.
Nope, that's okay. He and I are gonna have a long talk on the way home.
All right. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, sir.
I'll take it. Nope. You did your job. You did your job.
The moral of the story today, people, is that cover-ups happened all the times. Whether they are just little white lies or murder cases, we'll never know. Like and subscribe for more.
Wow. Did you guys did he actually take that pig home when he was drunk driving? Is that what we just saw? That this dirty jackboot thug pig just hid the drunk driving of the wow. That is so Bruce got it right. Rules for thee, but not for me. Wow. Writes on, everybody. Writes on's in the room. What's going on? Writes on. Good to see you. Wow. TeamDLZ.com. You guys sign up at TeamDLZ.com. I haven't updated in 37 hours or something like that, but I will soon. I'm going to put out another video and do another teach and show you guys a little bit more of what I'm doing here. I'm going to start building this board game now. It's really, really cool. It's going to take a long time, but I'm going to get it. The cop drove him home. The cop drove him home. Needs a life in prison. Let's check out some of the comments and see what happened in this. Let's see what happened here. There's only 23 comments, so it's not like there's a lot. 2 cowards. Yeah. This is a tough day and age. As we all know, only cops are allowed bad days. Mike's for a reason. Nothing they hate more than accountability. That's what Bruce just said. Rules for me, but not for thee. Where's that comment at? Chevy, what's up, Playboy? Where you been, Playboy? Okay, so I agree, but St. Louis is not a state. I love how the sergeant says it's a tough day and age. Basically, cops can't easily get away with stuff how they used to in the past. I mean, they can still get away with most things, but at least it's being publicly exposed now. F cops, ACAB. I'd rather not. How funny. I've lived all 54 years of my life right here in the United States. I can't believe I never visited the state of St. Louis. Don't worry, they'll give him a medal. You guys want to see this? You guys want to see this? Let's take a look at this. I'll put this on my community tab. I'm definitely going to take a screenshot of this, and I'm going to share this with you guys right now. Hold on. Okay, now check this out. So we'll finish out the comments here, and then I'm going to show you this. Are you the voice in the beginning? Is St. Louis a state? No. You did your job. No. You did your job. That sums it up for all these guys. Here's what they posted right here. Nope, that's not it. It's this one right here. Sorry about that. I guess I messed it up somehow. So this is what they posted. All these different things here. Beating a handcuffed suspect. Beating your wife is this one. Perjury, planting chemicals, ticket quota met. Secret Facebook page for racist cops. Admin award. Number of non-threatening dogs killed. Weaseling out of a DUI, covering up for a DUI for a fellow pig, donuts most consumed, tasering a grandmother, XL, shooting an unarmed suspect, X4, attendance, you get a badge for attendance, planting evidence, number of overtime hours fudged. Just that's what we're doing. Oh, since we're reading already, let me show you this and I'm not picking a side here. I'm just saying because I'm not going to vote for Harris and I'm not going to vote for Kamala either. I'm not going to vote for Trump and I'm not going to vote for Harris. So you guys can fight amongst each other and leave me out of your fight. I'm not voting for either one of those losers. So this is the fact sheets for the Biden-Harris administration advances public trust through federal police misconduct database. Federal police misconduct database. So Chevy, what's up, Playboy? What is up, Playboy? Soy Leal is here. I plead the fifth. Bree is here. Always good to see Rebel Studios. Mongoose, I haven't said your name yet today. Thanks for coming, Mongoose. I really appreciate it. Danelle Brown. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow, Chevy, did someone post the link in there? Tomorrow we premiere First Amendment Auditor. Hey, do you remember Blue Kitty Litter, Chevy? Blue Kitty Litter? You are one of the only ones who actually caught on to Blue Kitty Litter. This is what Blue Kitty Litter is going to be. I'm actually going to teach it. That was a preview. I had the idea a year and a half ago, Blue Kitty Litter. Chevy knows what I'm talking about. Jeff Bacone is here. Let me check and see if anybody else ordered a trifold. I have 3 trifolds to give away. I'll check my email in 1 second. And that's from Jeff, from Cody, and from Chris Boudreau, those 3 people. So I'm still at just 3. If someone else wants to order a trifold during this live stream, I will give away an additional trifold. Let's get into this Federal Police Misconduct Database. Let's check this bad chicken out. This is some bullshit. President Biden and Vice President Harris are committed to doing everything we can to make our community safer, including advancing effective and accountability policing. That's why the president's okay, so let me just, I hate to jump in so quickly, but let me tell you something. You know how Trump was like, don't defund the police, and Biden was like, there's no defund the police movement? Biden funded cops 3 times more than Trump. He gave them 3 times the amount of money. You can look it up. So now let me keep going on this right here. Accountability, policing, and criminal justice practice to enhance public trust and public safety. Put a 1 in the chat if you've lost all public trust, which is in part requires the Department of Justice to establish a national database documenting misconduct, not crimes, by federal law enforcement officers. The National Law Enforcement Accountability Database, NLEAD, is an operational and searchable by federal law enforcement agencies, so the agencies are able to hire or promote the best personnel and avoid hiring candidates with disqualifying history. So it's not about you and I being able to hold these dirty jackboot thug pigs accountable. It's about them having a database to decide who they hire and who they don't hire. It's just, I mean, what we're seeing in our country is such trash. The National Law Enforcement Association database of the last month, every one of the 90 federal agencies that employs law enforcement, 90 federal agencies, 90 that employs pigs, consists with relevant collaborative bargaining agreements, has reported into the NLEAD as required by the executive order. The database contains 5,300 records covering misconduct for more than 4,300 past and present. They out themselves. 5,300 records covering crimes, not misconduct, for more than 4,300 past and present cops over the last 7 years. So we know that they have a record of these cops. 4,300. Oh, dude. During these checks, NLEAD revealed dozens of positive hits, meaning instances of the types of criminal activity identified in the executive order. When there's a positive hit, agencies can get more details about the incidents from the entity that reported the misconduct. Oh, as improved transparency? Oh, really? They have the body cam footage and we don't get access to it. President Harris has continued to urge Congress to pass the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act, which, by the way, if you read it, is not horrifically bad. It's actually a pretty good thing. But that's from inside the Capitol. So now this next one is from Utah. Was Utah Defender in here earlier? I thought I saw him in here earlier. Where is that? Where I just had that bad chicken. It's right here. Okay, so here it is.
Good evening. The police chief in a small northern Utah town is on paid leave, and residents are calling for him to be fired over concerns about his actions during a recent arrest.
This is all unfolding in Manaway, just a few miles outside of Brigham City. News specialist Daniel Woodruff explains what is going on.
I spoke with the mayor of Manaway, who confirmed the police chief is on paid administrative leave and has been since last week. The mayor also confirmed his leave is connected to the recent controversial arrest of a 76-year-old man.
That arrest happened on this street on October 5th. Police Chief Dakota Midkiff, who's led the small department since 2022, responded to a call involving allegations of child abuse. While he was there, Midkiff wrote, 76-year-old Richard Schultz showed up saying he was related to the family involved. During the interaction, the chief claimed Schultz became argumentative, yelling, and refused to comply, leading Midkiff to arrest him. But multiple residents have alleged on social media that the arrest was unwarranted and violent. KSL obtained this photo of the incident showing Schultz's face bloodied.
Richard Schultz was booked into jail for interfering with an officer and then released the next day. He told me today
This was the 67-year-old man who they slammed face down into the ground in his own driveway.
Doesn't want to comment on this situation yet, but as I spoke with him, it was clear his face is heavily bruised.
Multiple Manaway residents told me they're shocked by what happened and who it happened to. One said, I don't feel like he's the kind of person that would be disrespectful in any kind of way. Now a petition is filling up with signatures calling for Chief Midkiff to be fired. Manaway has had a turbulent history with police chiefs, going through several in just the last few years. The mayor wouldn't say anything else to me about this case other than that it's currently being reviewed while Midkiff is on leave.
I did reach out to the police chief, who told me he didn't have anything to say except that the town of Manaway is expected to release more information about this case at its council meeting coming up on Thursday. Daniel Woodruff, KSL 5 News.
Of course, he's not going to say anything else about this case. He could never, because then he would have to actually expose that that man was abused and hurt. And that man was old and he didn't deserve that. The cop grabbed him. And so this is what the state-run media does. They just show you a little clip, but they didn't show you what happened to the cop. They didn't show you what happened to the man in his driveway. I showed it the other day. I'm pretty sure this stream is already going to be demonetized. I'm pretty sure it's going to be demonetized. I showed that guy all burnt up alive. I showed him all nasty. And so it's just like I showed this video. I had so many tabs open when I started this. I wanted to show you so many different videos today. Yeah, right here. Oh, so this video is a year old. I just covered this the other day on a short. We just put this out the other day on a short, and I wanted to show it to you guys. I wonder whatever happened. I'll show the video, and then let's take a look at what actually happened to the guy who. This one here, you guys remember Putnam County? This guy gets slammed by this dirty jackboot thug pig. Do you guys remember this?
News First starts now.
He should be fired. You know who else should be fired? His superiors who said it was okay.
You can hear the outrage boiling over. Attorneys absolutely fuming over this video. Shows a man being violently slammed to the ground by a deputy in Paulding County. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Tracy Hutchins.
And I'm Rick Fulbaum. The use of force.
So just so you know, they will demonetize the video for showing no damage. Just shows a suplex. This is a wrestling move. It's very normal. It's very normal in wrestling, but it's not normal to do this to somebody on concrete.
Video shows a man being violently slammed to the ground by a deputy in Paulding County. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Tracy Hutchins.
And I'm Rick Fulbaum. And the use of force that we saw there now being called unnecessary, unjustified, and unlawful. This all happened 11 months ago, but that video just coming to light.
Man sues Paulding County Sheriff ex-deputy over body-worn camera. Let's see if we can find some information. There's the slam again. And so Tyler Canaris was his name. And let's see if we can find out the results. And the deputy was fired. Man sues Canaris lawsuit over Michael McMaster. That was his name. Yeah, we already saw that, but so he got fired, right? Let me see. Was Michael McMaster fired for slamming who is Michael McMaster? So this is 2024. This is August of 2024. Let's see. They fired him. Okay, good. You know, it's just that what we're seeing is such despotism. There's no reason to strike you for this. YouTube cut it out. There are fake people making fake reports. Look into it. I'm sure there are. Listen, Rebel Studios, thanks for coming. It's getting to be late for me too as well. Thank you for coming. But if you are a deputy and you're investigating someone who's breaking into cars, the correct reaction is not to slam their head into the concrete. Even if he was breaking into cars, which there was no proof at all that Tyler Canaris was breaking into cars, your job is not to try to kill the man by slamming his head into the concrete. Watch this as this deputy tries to slam this man's head into the ground. This deputy tries to kill him. That's what you're seeing. It's so unbelievable. All right, put it in the comment section. OTVO. Put it in the comment section. Sacramento Lenny. Nice to see you, Sacramento Lenny. Thank you. I appreciate it. I sent you off some cop cards last week. Did you get those cop cards, Sacramento Lenny? Is it Lenny? It's Sacramento Lenny, isn't it? Sacramento Lenny. Sacramento Lenny. I want to make sure I say it right. Rights On was here. Thank you for coming, Rights On. Oh, I'm sure. I'm not going to, I try not to think about that. Life Under the Microscope. One of my favorite people. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Chainsaw Cat. Thank you for coming, Ryu. Serious Audit. Overturned Terry versus Ohio. Brick Jonesy. Hey, I saw your premiere today, man. I was super happy. Hey, Brick, if you send me all those videos, if you send them to me on WeTransfer, I'll send you a link. You can send them to me. I'll put that through my editing software and I'll get your sound so it sounds a little bit better. I'll fix that for you, man. It'll take me about 2 hours to do that for you, but I'm more than willing to do it. Justin Bonner is here, everybody. Justin Bonner. Thanks, Life Under the Microscope. Sacramento Lenny. Everybody say Sacramento Lenny. So then you guys remember, make sure that you remember to send Craig Hendry. Let me pull this bad chicken up. Let me pull up his address. Send him a letter in the mail. If you want to put money on his books, here's how you do it. If you want to send me money through Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal, let me pull up his information so that we can support him and support his family as he's going through this really hard time. And so let me explain something else to you guys. Craig Hendry has requested that I go to Indiana and cover his trial November 19th, 20th, and 21st. He's asked me to come because he doesn't think that he's going to get a fair trial if someone... Well, he might not get a fair trial anyway, but he asked me to come, and the date of the trial is November 19th, 21st, and 22nd. I am considering it. I'm thinking about it. I'm really busy with Constitutional Law Scholar and First Amendment Auditor, the two new channels, the two new ventures that we're doing, but that's Craig Hendry's address. Listen, it doesn't take you long to write a letter, black ink on white paper, and to send him a letter and just put, you know what I got a lot in jail, just so you know? A lot of people sent me a letter and they said, we support you. And that was the whole letter. I love you, Chili. Thank you for your videos. And I got that letter. I probably got 50 at least. You guys want to see? I have the letters right here. I have the letters right here. I'm not going to jump up there. They're across the room, and this is a big room, so I don't want to walk across the whole room. But you guys can take the time, and if you guys send me a Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal, put Craig Hendry on that list. I will then accumulate that money and send it over to Danelle Brown. She'll put the money through jail ATM, and so it's super great. Oh, and then the last thing I want to announce, make sure you guys get over here. Tomorrow is the premiere. There's 2 premieres in a row. This one comes out at 11. Next one comes out at 11:10 or 11 and 11:10. So there's the link. Dan Hanlon. First time I've got to say your name. Dan Hanlon. You've been here the whole time, haven't you? I've seen you. Right? Serious Audits, you are my favorite. You are my absolute favorite. So here's the new channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to the new channel. What's the matter, you? Because you're such good luck in a courtroom. Listen, man, I think it's funny. I'm not that sensitive, dude. Like Flex. Good to see you. Jennifer Hill, thank you for coming. Grateful Dabs is calling out Dan Hanlon. Strong man until Jesus is back on earth, and then nothing can be done. Listen, no matter what, stay focused. And just so you know, let me go back to what's the matter you said. Listen, I know the mistakes I made in the courtroom, and I won't make those mistakes again. And when I audit police now, I'm nothing but respectful and friendly and nice, no sharp tone, no nothing. And then First Amendment auditor gear should be coming out soon. I'm just trying to get it done. I'm trying to get the logo finalized, get everything done, and then have some t-shirts. So really for First Amendment auditors and for people who want to film the police, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to change this system. Roger, thanks for coming, man. I appreciate it. Dustin, make sure you guys get over to the new channel tomorrow. We'll be doing the first premiere tomorrow. It's going to take a while to grow that channel. I called her friend a pig. That is so true. I did call her friend a pig. I did call her friend a pig. We are Team DLZ for life. It'll never change. I have to rebrand a First Amendment auditor because they're killing this channel. I mean, look, 200 people here on a huge channel like this one. It's specific purpose targeted. It is what it is. It is exactly what it is. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do with First Amendment Protection Agency. Creating a new culture creates new systems. And so I'm changing so that we can create change and cause change. Listen, thank you guys. I plead the fifth. Bruce, Greg, Mikey, you guys make sure that you comment on First Amendment Auditor. Go drop a comment. Go drop a comment here so that I can add moderators to that channel. I'm going to add a bunch of you guys. There's been a bunch of you, Jennifer Hill, Ignacio. Oh, and then Mana, I sent your trifold already. It should be in the mail. It should be in the mail. Chris Allen said, dude, stop resisting. Is that right? Is that the real Chris Allen? Let me see something. Let me see something real quick. I'm going to take a look and see if that is the real Chris. You guys don't know who that is, but I do. Let me see if that is the real Chris Allen. I posted here. Is that you? Chris Allen, did you add me as a friend? Because I'm trying to reach you. I'm going to try to add you as a friend again, but it won't let me add you as a friend, Chris Allen. I'm trying to get a hold of you, Chris. Can you shoot me an email with your phone number? I'm trying to reach this gentleman right here. Can you do me a favor, Chris? Are you still in the room? Can you shoot me an email to deletelaws@gmail.com? And it would be easiest if you contacted me through Facebook. That would, because I think that that's you. I'm pretty sure that that's you, but you can shoot me another email. Actually, I have your number if that's really you. And so you guys, do me a favor, people in the chat, explain to Chris how much bullshit we deal with. Explain to Chris. All we do is help people. That's all we do. We do fundraisers for people. We're putting money on the books of Don Newman and Craig Henry. We have bailed people out of jail. We paid for people's lawyers. We paid people's rent. We paid for people's food. We paid for their hotel. We paid for their travel. We have literally, this crowd of people right here has raised over $100,000, $200,000 in the past couple of years. We got a guy a wheelchair who needed a wheelchair. But the reason why it's not easy to reach me, Chris, is because I have my cousin screening. I have all kinds of people screening. I mean, yeah, I mean, I know it. I know it. The Heathen, we have helped so many people. We've helped so many people. And I'm not going to stop helping people. Granted, yo, buddy, let's see, Chris Allen. Let me see. Oh, I got a Cash App right here. So Freeman sent me a $20 Cash App. April sent me a $40 Cash App. April sent me more than that on and Greg, make sure you get screenshots of everything and send me those screenshots. Let me see if I can reach Chris Allen right now. Let me see if this is calling you right now, Chris Allen. Let me see if this is. Hey, is that you, Chris? Yeah. Okay, listen, let's not tell the crowd who you are or what you're doing just yet, but let's, I got you on speaker right now. There's 250 people in the room. So, but hey, how you doing? Are you okay?
Yeah, man, I'm good.
Man, you. What's that?
Good to connect.
Yeah, listen, I get so many fake people who do everything they can to sabotage me. So my cousin does some screening for me. My moderators do some screening for me of different people. And when you didn't DM me on Facebook, I was like, is this really Chris Allen or not Chris Allen? And so if you want, dude, let me end this live stream and then will you stay on the phone with me for 1 second?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, give me 15 seconds. All right, you guys, listen, this is a gentleman that you all want to hear from. I'm going to record this conversation right now. And Yeah, he has emailed me. I know. I'm going to take this phone call right now, and I'm going to end this live. Thank you guys so much for coming. Remember, Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. If you want to donate to Don Newman or to Craig Hendry, put that on your thing, because I have to answer to the tax man at the end of the year. And let's keep supporting these people. We put a little bit of money on Don Newman's book today. I still got about $100 or $150 left on the books for Don Newman. So Craig Hendry needs some more money. We definitely want to donate more to Craig. So if you guys can and you're willing to, that'd be great. Get a trifold so I can give more trifolds away, and then email me. I'm going to give away 3 trifolds. The last 3 people who emailed me, I'm going to send you trifolds, and I got to get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I'll see you on the next one. Later, Gators.